Hello. Okay, hello. Hello. Um, okay. Hello. 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 Uh, okay. Hello. Okay, hello. Oh, hello. God, where? I don't. This is what happens when you don't stream for 2 months. I had the browser unmuted or whatever. Hello. 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 Where does the chat keep going? What is going on? What is... This is why I don't try new things. Nope, that is Genshin. Nope, why won't it select? Don't try new things, everybody. Never try anything new. What is going on? There we go. Okay, there we go. Hold on. 1 second. Hello. This is why you don't try new things, because it takes a minute to get them figured out. Let me just pull up the stream on my phone to make sure it's running. So I, like the genius that I am, after checking the maintenance time like 20 times, hello, like 20 times, I thought the maintenance ended at 10 p.m. I'm fairly certain it ended at 9 p.m. Sorry, my cat opened my door. Starting out great. Okay. So I am a slight bit late, but it's fine. We are doing Escoffier. I'm still not sure how to pronounce her name. I think it's Escoffier. That's what I'm gonna go with until I'm proven wrong. Hello, kitty cat. We're doing Escoffier pulls tonight. Then we're gonna do her story quest. I'm very excited. Hi, kitty. I have a piece of cake with me. It's unfortunately not the fancy cake that she makes, but it is cake. Hi, kitty cat. What are you doing? You need to go on the floor. I don't want hair in my cake. And I also have a Farina plushie. Hello! Please go on the floor. Hi. Okay. Woo! You have a slightly new stream layout tonight, which is great. Hi, kitty cat. Go on the floor. What are you doing? Apologies, my cat is psychotic. Oh, hold on. I have, kitty, please stop. My cat is being insane. There we go. Now it'll always have. Now it'll always have audio, even if I'm not in it. But yes, I quite literally logged into Genshin 5 minutes before we started. I'm great at being a YouTuber. Alright, we got 600 Freemo gems. I'm just gonna get rid of all the annoying exclamation. New TCG? Oh! How did I miss this? You can play against them now? That's great. And then the stupid thing. Oh, is that gonna scream at me forever? Oh! Oh, that's cool. Okay. No idea what that is. test run, the quest, the new boss, battle pass. Yes. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay. There we go. And then here's her banner. Okay, I'm trying. Before we pull for her, I have to murder the standard banner 5 stars. That's just how you guarantee good pulls. You murder the standard banner characters. Wrong button. I should also probably start recording. Alright. Who's standard banner? Jean, Mona, Dea, Kitching.
Time to get down to business.
Oh, I have to select the team. The easiest way I know to murder is jumping off the Jade Chamber. Is it bad luck if I take a bite of my cake now? Is it bad luck to eat the cake early? Unclear. But get off the... This is how you guarantee good luck. I've never lost a 50-50 when I've done this. I believe I have 100 and... It would probably be like 120 pulls. Kitty, no, that's my cake. You can't have the cake. It has chocolate. I believe I have 120 pulls. And I have about 17 pity. So we should do fairly good regardless. I'd like to... I'm on to the decision of either pulling for Escoffier or Navia's weapon, because I don't have either of them. But I have both characters. Well, I will have both characters. Or, I'm struggling with words. Sorry. Is Tanari the only...
a poisonous mushroom this time.
other one? Yes. Okay. So Tanari off.
Dust.
But so this would be a good weapon banner for me to pull on. Or saving for Emily. I'm only going to pull as Farina because she appears frequently. She appeared frequently in Escoffier's trailers and stuff. So that should be good. I'm also gonna cook a bunch of stuff before we pull for her. I'm doing all the good luck I can think of here. And we're going to pull in the Hotel de Beau. Okay, I'm gonna cook a bunch of the Fontaine dishes. So the Fontaine dishes are... I don't think there's any 1-star ones. Of course, we gotta cook one of the barbecue ribs. Which ones are also... I think the cream of mushroom soup was introduced during Fontaine. Kitty! And we got a bonus. See, that's good luck. What other ones were introduced in Fontaine? The coffee bean one. Kitty, no, go down. Kitty! The poisson seafood soup, the steak tartare. Cochon de paille. I think the lasagna was introduced during Fontaine. Uh, the Tryptus pult might have been introduced during Fontaine, so we'll do it anyway. Purple fruit souffle. Okay, what else was there? The garlic bread and the Fontaine almond roll were both Fontaine dishes. Uh, the pain de fruit was Fontaine. I think the tomatoes Lebanese was Fontaine. Consume was Fontaine. Glebo rolls were Fontaine. This is taking longer than I thought it would. The fresh depot was Fontaine, I think. Fontanalia mousse was Fontaine. Pickle sauce duck breast was Fontaine. Fish and chips was Fontaine. Fruity trio was Fontaine, but I'm gonna save that for last because Escoffier cooks that in her trailer or her teaser, one of the two. Rainbow macaroons were Fontaine. Oh, and I got an obvious special one. Nice. The chocolate was Fontaine as well. No, that's Natlin because it has that one. The Country Dahlia was Fontaine. This one was Fontaine. This one was Fontaine. Ah! I cooked it bad. I gotta cook it again. Okay. The Fistos were Fontaine. What else was Fontaine? The blubber cream was Fontaine. I don't. This one's new, so I'm gonna cook it. Okay. That is all the Fontaine dishes. So now we're gonna go to the Hotel de Beau. And we're gonna pull for her and pray. I'm gonna. Oh, wait, do I not have. Hold on. One moment. I apparently forgot to put my wishing circle in this one. That won't do. That will not do at all. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna go up to the top. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the top layer of Hotel de Beau. Alright. I'm gonna go right here. I'm going to sit in this chair. I'm gonna claim whatever the battle pass is yelling at me about. Oh, shoot! I forgot to cook the one thing, so I will use... No! God! Garbage. I need to cook the crepes. Or not the crepes, the, fruity trio. Whatever it's called. Ah! I'm so excited, I'm forgetting how to function. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Fruiting Trio. Here we go. I'm going to cook 99 of them. And I got 15 bonus. That's 114. Okay. We've cooked. We've murdered the standard banner characters. We've got Farina in the party. We're in the Hotel de Bois. Let's go. All right. 100. 120. Wow, I was dead on. I didn't even have the bonus ones calculated in. So for 4 stars, I have C1 Auroron and C1 Layla. We want cons for all of them. All right. Going to take a bite of the cake, and then I'm going to pull. And I have 17 pity. Hi, kitty cat. So this is 27 pity. Come on, Aoife. Come on, Aoife. Layla, that's good too. Come on, Aoife. Okay. This is 37. I need to take another bite of the cake. Okay. Come on, Aoife. Come on, Aoife. 3, 4, 5, 6. Layla again. 8, 9, 10. Okay. This is 47. I forgot to take a bite of the cake, but that's fine. I'll take a bite now. This is just an excuse to eat cake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. This is 57. Okay. I forgot to take a bite of the cake again. 1. Eva!
Hey there, I'm Aoife,
Mm!
the Sorrow Vet from the Flower Feather Clan. You've probably
You
heard
got
some
Eva!
things about me already, but it's all good. Whatever impression you have of me, I say let's wipe the slate clean and just get to know each other. Oh yeah, then there's this little dude. That's Kakuku, my assistant. Sorrow Vet in a different sense of the word, I guess. I hope the two of you will get along.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Yay, we got Eva! I lost track of how many pulls that was. Come on, second Aoife. Nope. Okay. Okay, we got an Aoife, though. All right, this is 67. So we're officially in soft pity. So I'm taking a bite of the cake. I'm holding Farina. Then I'm going to hit pull. Mm. Nope. Okay. 1. We're on! Diana! 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right. Taking a bite. Mm-hmm. 1. We're on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Layla. Aoife. Okay, this is a stacked pull, though. Ah! This is a stacked pull, though. Hold on, I need a screenshot of this. That's a good pull. Okay. Oh, it lagged. It lagged. Ladies and gentlemen, it lagged. Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube chat, it lagged. That means it could either be Escoffier, Diluc, or Mizuki. I took a bite of the cake. Alright. 1.
Well met. I am Escoffier, Patissiere Supreme, and Master of Precision Gastronomy. As an esteemed guest of the divine, you deserve the finest cuisine Tibet has to offer. I hope my work is to your satisfaction. If you have an interest in the culinary arts, allow me to introduce you to the wonderful world of haute cuisine. I just hope you're mentally prepared for the undertaking. I don't tolerate a quitter.
Oh, I love you, my girl. I will never quit on you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Nice. We also got 5 pulls from that, and I got my free shit. Should I 10 pull on the weapon banner is the question. I have 41 pity. I'm gonna do 20 pulls on the weapon banner. I'm gonna do 20 pulls on the weapon banner, because that'll put me in 60 pity. And I don't mind getting either of these weapons. Alright, nope. Ooh, we did get the bow, though. I don't have this bow yet. And one more. Nope. Okay. Oh, Huki Shinobu, hello. And the saw. Cool. And I have 5 standard pulls. So I'm gonna do those while I finish my cake. Hi, Fermine. Was not expecting that. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. So we got Aoife.
Mind the wind.
Okay. Okay. I was really concerned about Aoife's Night Soul stamina. It doesn't feel the worst. Oh. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, she's so pretty. All right, we also got a ton of constellations from that. Hold on, I have 1 bite of cake left. Okay. So we did get a ton of constellations. We only got 1 for Aoife, though, which kind of sucks. But that's fine. We got 1 for Fremy. We got 2 for Auroron. We got 4 for Layla. I almost have a C6 Layla. And we got 1 for Cookie. Alright. And then for Escoffier, I of course pre-farmed, because I'm insane. Rosaria is holding her set. Excuse me. I'm running her on Golden Trippus. So I need to... How much ER does she have? How much ER could I get her with? 170. So I think she's technically good on ER. So... Oma is... crit rate, HP, ER, Does... Oh. I could potentially put her on Vortex. That would be odd. That could be. She can't get the shield strength though, which does suck. Oh, I might need to level up the drill. I could level up the drill. I can ascend the drill. I've never used. I don't think I used any of the like drill saw weapons on any of my characters. But I could use it on her. It might be the best for her, honestly, because I'm fairly good. I think she needs 170 ER to function. Or, like, not function, but, like, ooh. I can crack them. I think she needs 170 ER to, like, max out her, like, utility and everything. So I think I want to funnel attack in. Oh. Okay. I forgot about that part. Okay. Yeah. So we will get to the story quest, but I want to do her trial. And I want to fight her boss at least one time. So I can level her at least a teensy bit. I'm so happy I didn't have to go to hard pity for her even once, but I'm happy I didn't have to do that twice. Okay. So Fremi is DPSing in this team.
Let's keep going, team.
The pinnacle of excellence. Up to the freezer.
Going under. Frost is coming. Getting gear.
Let me lead you a verse. Huh? Leave the wounded to me. Engaging.
A burst of flavor. A dash of
Dead reckoning. Getting gear. Frost is coming. Getting gear. Getting gear.
Still.
Frost is coming. Getting gear.
Now's our chance. Ram cutter.
goose on the loose.
Haha. Goose on the loose is hilarious. Oh, I did not want to. Fuck. For some reason in my head, I thought her trial gave you, boss level up material. Okay, that's fine. You can just go fight her boss. Apologies, Riosley, but
Ready to spice things up.
for this, you shall sit on the bench for tonight. You may return to your rightful spot tomorrow. Where is the new one? That's the old one. Ah. You know what? Okay. Let's do this one. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Right. Natlin is stupid. Natlin is the worst. Okay. Come on, Farina. I don't care if there's a Saurian nearby. There's not. I'm just gonna use Farina. I'm not upset. Why would I be upset? Why put it on the island? That's stupid. Bad game. No, not bad game. Good game. But seriously. I can turn off there we go. Turn off Escoffier switching circle. So yeah, kill the standard banner characters. That I've never lost a 50-50 when I've done that. I'm certainly jinxing myself. This is annoying for me, and I have Farina. There. Where is the nearest Saurian to this? You don't have Farina. Or, I don't even think Mulani has enough Night Soul to get over here. Maybe Marvika's bike? Because I think you can do some stupid recharge shit with that. But, maybe with Marvika's bike you can get over here, but I see it being real difficult if you don't have Farina or Marvika. Or, like, I guess maybe Varessa, but I don't think Varessa has enough charge to get over here. Or maybe Chaska? But again, I don't know if Chaska has enough charge to get over here. That's what it comes down to, is all the Natlan characters are relying on Philostion and their own little stamina bar. And once you run out of both, you're like screwed. This is so stupid. Oh, hold on. I have to put Escoffier. I have to put the Fontaine wings on her. There we go. There we go. Alright. I have no idea what this thing's weaknesses are. Though it looks like it's Hydro. Something tells me I should maybe change my not blue. There we go. We'll let Cloran handle this.
I see everything. Right here, please. The Temple of Wisdom.
Go! You're free now!
Time to test the ball. Ready.
I should have activated Kiara's shield.
Not too far now. The voices are calling.
Well, rip her roar on. Dude, I don't think Auroran's ever died in this team. What the fuck?
Hunt them down.
Let's wait for delivery. Not delivery.
You, Ryan. Okay, so this boss wants cryo. I guess we are gonna use Rio Sleep. Okay.
You got a side job for me? Sure.
Okay. I guess. Let's just see how Escoffier can hold up. I don't think this is in any way a viable team. I mean, Farina and Escoffier work well together. And Farina works well with anyone, especially if they have HP reduction built into their kit, or they're using the Marchese set. So Farina will work good here. But I would probably prefer a different character than Thief Queen. But
Instead of going big, yes.
her healing will be vital for this team. What is this boss? Okay, I'm gonna need to.
Sorry, I couldn't protect.
The taste isn't right.
What is this? What is this boss? I'm gonna like I don't know, I guess what is this boss? Okay. Who else can deal? Okay, let's try
My mind is
instead of
completely
Farina
blank.
because
I need to get
her HP reduction is going to be poured for this boss apparently because it hits like a truck. I also need to get better at dodging. We'll pull out Layla. What the heck? It's this. What is this boss? What are you?
Don't be scared. The night is
I need to see low AR players fight this thing, or like I just need to see people with less built
over my head.
characters than me to fight this thing. Jesus Christ!
Not bad. Instead of going big, guess I'm going.
That's okay. That's okay. We've got Layla still. That's okay. We've got Layla still. No, okay.
Wibbly wobbly.
Sorry.
Nope.
I couldn't
Jesus Christ.
protect.
I meant to switch to Layla. What is this boss? Okay. I think it just killed Layla as well.
It's just a dream.
What is this boss? Okay. 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 We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. And then we're only gonna use 303 for that one bit, and we'll see if that works.
Don't slip and fall.
This?
Be sanctified. Be not perturbed. Unscathed.
As per usual, it appears new blood is the answer to all our problems.
Silence. Face your gift. A moment, please.
Jesus Christ! Okay.
Let's
So either A, my Riosli significantly worse built than I thought, or B, this boss is ridiculous?
Ma-
Not not super sure which it is. Because my Riosli, I can clear the abyss with Riosli. We're gonna fight it one more time. I need to redeem myself. I can clear the abyss with Riosli. What is this boss?
Risk is growing, but it poses no threat to me.
As per usual, Nugalad is just the answer to every one of life's problems.
Bow your head.
but if you sit close enough to it, it can't hit you with the hydro beams. Okay, that one was significantly easier. Maybe Mariosly is just bad. Maybe it's just a skill issue.
Let's go.
Hate to admit it, but it might just be a skill issue. Okay. She's level 60. That'll be passable for tonight. I'll level her up to 90 tomorrow. I'm just gonna hit her talents, so. Cool. Then I'm gonna craft the materials for her spear. God, that boss was weird. Whoa, okay. What? Hello? My game is frozen. Okay, there we go. That was weird. This one. Thank you, Riosly, for the extra. Okay. 70's fine. She needs more attack, but it's fine for now. It is fine for now. Alright. Alright. Let us begin her story quest. Hold on, I want to stop this recording, start a new one. There we go. Okay. Escoffier story quest. Story quest is available. Here she is. Accept the quest. Treasured above all, shaped by fame. Navia seems to be keeping eye on something in front of the Hotel de Beau. There's one more thing. This text is different. The consolidated probability of obtaining a 5-star event exclusive character, including Wish Guaranteed and Capturing Radiance, is 1.103. The cost of attaining a 5-star event exclusive character may vary from $1, but I guess that's close to $2, to $475 purchased in USD. A 5-star event exclusive character can only be attained in the specific wish during the specific time periods. View details for more. Show me the details. Oh, up here. So, oh, this is because of the new gacha laws in the EU, right? Right, the gacha received that, like the EU put stricter gacha rules in place. I saw speculation of things changing in the Honkai Star Rail Leaks subreddit.
Is that Davia over there? Oh, it's been a while.
And I figured it would come to Genshin, but I'd seen nothing about it in the Genshin leaks, which is hilarious. I'm terrified about. Hi, I'm terrified about what Fontaine characters won't be voiced. I'm gonna make a day I miss Nadia. Yeah, I'm terrified of Navia not being voiced, of Farina not being voiced, of I don't know if Nubia and Riosli are going to be in this quest, but if they are, or if in the event, if they're not voiced, all of that scares me. I want them to talk, let them talk. I am going to remind myself of Navi's. Oh, yeah, they've got new voice lines.
My good friend Escoffier is finally out and about again. It's about time.
It's
Setting
about
herself away
time.
like that,
It's
all to
about
try and
time.
surpass her own
It's
magnum
about
opus,
time.
Gateau de Boer. It's a wonder she
Toad
can
to
even stand the
ball.
sunlight after all that time inside. You know what? We should all go for a picnic sometime. I'll make sure to bring
Picnic
her a pair of
sometime.
sunglasses
Okay.
and a parasol. Believe me, you're in for a treat. With Escoffier, even the simplest of outings feel like fine dining.
Aw, that's sweet. Oh, Farina has a voice too. I'm not going to listen to them all right now. I have been dabbling with the idea of shipping Farina and Escoffier.
Oh? You've met my pâtissière suprême? Thanks to Escoffier, I used to have my pick of delectable
Oh.
confections, even beyond Gateau de Boer.
Oh.
Unfortunately, after everything that happened, I can no longer afford what the Palais Mermonia was paying her.
Um.
Oh, and don't worry, we're still in touch. I like to send her homemade dishes of my own.
Oh.
I even invented a new one not too
Oh.
long ago. Hara fruit fish jelly macaroni. Sounds good, right?
Oh.
I'll make it for you sometime.
Okay, listen, I've been dabbling with the idea of shipping Farina and Escoffier, but now I'm even more certain I should. Alright, let's go talk to Navi.
Hey, Navia! What you up to? Shh!
She's voiced. That's a win for me. I love Navi's sunglasses. Why the secrecy?
Get lost, Monica! I don't want to see you back here until you're ready to wake up and start doing things properly! Right now, you're a disgrace to my kitchen and to the Hotel de Boer name!
Oh dear.
It was an accident.
I'm sorry, did you hear me asking for excuses?
I would cry.
No, I'll do better, I promise.
I would cry.
Why is she so aggressive? She won't even listen to what the poor girl has to say.
Paimon!
Hey, cut her some slack.
Paimon, heal.
You gotta at least hear her out.
Paimon, heal.
Wait.
Huh? Who do you think you are telling me? Wait a sec.
Uh-oh.
Navia?
Paimon!
So, you're bringing backup now. Suit yourself! You're still wasting your time!
Oh. Oh, Navia.
Savannah, is this how you always treat your staff?
Yeah, that's mean. You shouldn't do that. Sincerely, someone who worked in food service. Don't be mean.
My staff is right. I'm the one in charge here now. And last time I checked, the Hotel de Boer doesn't take orders from the Spina di Rosula.
This voice actor is incredible. I hate this character so much already.
Of course. How you run your kitchen is none of our business. But when a member of your staff is so overworked he
Oh
becomes
yeah. No, this is
gravely
our
ill,
business.
that most definitely is our business.
I'm sitting up straight
We're
for
going to
this.
stand up for him, whether you like it or not.
This is serious. I'm sitting up.
Overworked? I've said it before and I'll say it again. If Fermon can't handle the job, then tough luck. There are plenty of other capable people I can hire instead.
This is bringing back all the memories from working food service. I worked at a very specific sub shop chain that is particularly known for having tasty cookies. If you know, you know, which you should. I'm not being subtle here. I worked there for 3 years. Absolute nightmare from the management to the coworkers to the customers to the fact that I was one of the only like 2 people that cleaned certain machinery and mopped the floor. Yeah. I didn't quit, which is even the weirder thing. I did not quit that job. I should have, but I didn't. I was fired. Not for anything I did. That's a different story, though.
But
I did actually have to go to work sick
He just...
a few times. Yeah, so not great.
Monica, back inside now.
No, no, no. You told her to leave. You told her to leave. You go back inside.
Huh? But you said I shouldn't come back until...
Just do as you're told, and not another word out of you. Come on, we have.
Hold on, I'm
work
gonna
to
take a drink
do.
of water.
Wow, what a horrible person!
Sorry. Looks like I've dragged you into some drama again.
So, who was that?
Her name is Savannah. She's the new head chef at Hotel de Boer. Ever since she took the job, she's been enforcing a brutal work regime and putting a huge amount of pressure on her staff.
Water
One
tastes
guy
so good.
was so overworked, he collapsed from illness. He's been bedridden for days, and he can barely even talk properly.
That's horrific.
I'm sorry.
No, that is
I'm sorry.
straight up
It's all
horrific.
my fault. I don't deserve to be a chef.
No, buddy, no, no, don't say that, buddy. That's this woman. I'm gonna murder her. I hope this quest ends with us murdering Savannah.
At his family's request, the Spina di Rosula is trying to mediate on his behalf. We're not
Good.
exactly making a ton of progress, as you saw.
Yeah.
Savannah is adamant that Vermont's exhaustion and illness have nothing to do with her or how she's been running her kitchen. She's refusing to have any kind of meaningful dialogue with us.
Ugh.
Our next thought was to talk to the other chefs at the restaurant and get a better idea of their working. And
Oops.
that's why
Oh.
I'm here.
Ooh.
Our next thought was to talk to the other chefs at the restaurant and get a better idea of their working conditions. But with Savannah watching them like a hawk, no one has been willing to open up.
She seems like the worst. And that's why I'm here. Doing it the old-fashioned way. Camping out, watching, and waiting for an opportunity. So you're waiting for Savannah to leave?
Oh, shoot!
And then you'll approach Monica?
That makes sense now. Sorry. Paimon should have thunk before she spoke. Did Paimon ruin everything?
You were trying to do your best, Paimon. It's not your fault. I also would have tried to beat the shit out of Savannah. No, I would have cried. I can't handle yelling.
Oh, no, not at all, Paimon. Honestly, the way she was laying into Monica, someone had to step in. I'm sure I would have piped up if you hadn't. And besides, I don't really think I'm built for espionage.
Either way, Savannah's seen you now, so you probably won't get another chance.
Yeah, meaning it's gonna be all the more difficult to get the inside scoop now. Oh, I might as well head back to the Fleuve Cendre then. We'll need to come up with a whole new game plan.
A whole new game
I'll
plan.
join you. Cause this is kinda all Paimon's fault.
Then I'll join you too.
Guys, it's fine.
No,
You don't need to worry about it.
no.
That
Navia,
said,
we're
if you
partners.
were planning to visit the Fleuve Cendre anyway, let me take you out for a meal. I'll make
Navia.
sure it's a proper feast.
Navia, we're partners. Of course I'm gonna help you with this.
A really famous chef just joined the Spina di Rosula's tavern. Her name is...
Ooh.
Sorry to interrupt. I
Oh,
just wanted
hello.
to apologize for the scene you witnessed just now. We shouldn't subject our customers to that.
Can you fire your head chef?
This is a small token from us. It's some candy from Monica. She asked me to make sure it was delivered into your hands.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Monica's the one apologizing? Huh. Clearly Savannah is the one who owes an apology.
Yeah.
Our head chef has been a little highly strung lately. Sorry for everything.
Come on, don't make things more difficult for her.
Alright. Since there's candy, Paimon will drop it. Not the candy.
Thank you for understanding. We'll make sure to pass your feedback on to Miss Savannah.
I don't want that coming back on me. No, I don't. You don't gotta. You can keep
A
it.
little highly strung, huh?
Looks like with Savannah in the kitchen, even the waiting staff are on edge.
Paimon doesn't get it. How did someone like her even become head chef?
Nepotism. Sorry, no, that was. I'm not wrong.
Well, according to Fermat's family, she hasn't always been like this. But that's a story for another time. Let's try this candy.
Ah, yes. Never underestimate Navia's affinity for sweets.
Oh, Paimon totally gets it. Come on, dig in!
I would also love candy. Unfortunately, there's like 5 brands I can eat, and I ate my candy through the week already. I ate all my Reese's. They're not Reese's, but they're peanut butter cups, and they're so tasty.
Hold on, there's something written on the wrapper.
Oh, this is reminding me a lot of Ryosui's Story Quest, and I love Ryosui's Story Quest.
Find Escoffier.
Escoffier. I was saying it right. Treasured above all.
Escoffier? Could this mean...
Oh, hey! Guys, I found Escoffier.
You know that name, Navia?
Guys, I found Escoffier.
Let's stick to the plan and go back to the Fleuve Cendre for now. That's where we'll find
No,
Escoffier
wait.
anyway.
Navia, I found Escoffier. Also, Jesus Christ, she has like ZZV level jiggle physics. Wait, hold on.
You hire a duelist?
I know Clorand has. Yeah, no, not even Clorand's jiggle like that. Damn.
Utensils at the...
Wow. Right, to the Fusandra. Ah. Good enough. Oh, wait, hold on. I totally forgot. God, I'm so... Oh, it's a cake. Oh, that's adorable. What is her, Oh.
No recipe, no problem.
Ooh. Hey, I got the new one. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, they're still going at it. Oh, I got the other new one. Oh. Oh, I got... Okay. Wait, where's the staircase entrance to the Fusanga? It's this... Hammond.
So, who is this Escoffier anyway?
She... Well, for starters, she used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg, before Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
She recreated the legendary Gâteau de Bourg and restored the restaurant back to its former glory.
Ooh.
Safe to
Love
say,
that for her.
she's the most renowned head chef in the Hotel de Bourg's history. After the culinary genius Modeste himself.
Of course.
Gâteau de Bourg.
That's the super exclusive cake that they only sell a few slices a day, right?
And that Karina loved.
Why the heck would she let Savannah take her place?
Okay, well, I don't think she let her,
Apparently,
Paimon.
the Hotel de Boer was reported for a safety incident.
Oh.
Someone claimed that the kitchen was adding an illegal substance to their menu.
Oh.
But none of the chefs had any idea how it could have gotten into the food. In the end, Escoffier decided that as head chef, she should take responsibility. And she was sent to the Fortress of Meripede.
Oh.
The Fortress of Meripede?
Oh. Okay. I'm so curious. How long ago was this? And who perhaps was the warden? I've been looking for a more concrete timeline for how long Riosli's been warden for, and this would help a lot. Oh, don't be so dramatic. It was probably just a formality. You got sent there just for eating someone else's cake.
Well, you're right. The quantity of the substance they found was fairly minimal. Even the guards believed the whole thing was probably just an
It still
accident.
happened, though.
Escoffier didn't have to stay in the fortress for long, but still, by the time she returned, the role of head chef
They're
had
not going to
already
tell us who his
passed to
warden
Savannah.
was or how long ago this was. What will they?
So that's what happened.
Of course not. I should check
Let's focus
Riosli's
is
voice
really
lines.
Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel, she's still well respected by the staff. So, I'm guessing what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier to try and negotiate with Savannah on the staff's behalf.
Okay. That makes sense.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Monica wants Escoffier to come back and kick Savannah out.
Monica wants Escoffier to come back and kick Savannah's ass.
It's simple. If the new head chef is stressed
The
out,
Paimon's ass.
then the solution is just get the old one back.
Well, about that.
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove.
Oh.
You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom. What do you say, Hilaire?
I'm sorry, Cream. I'm sorry, Mushroom.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just that voice sounds significantly older than this kid looks. That got me so off guard.
Escoffier is that kind of chef as well.
How has the Hotel de Boer made it this far? I am at a loss for words.
You have to leave it on the heat for long enough to allow those flavors a chance to come out. Don't be fooled by the aroma when the water first starts to boil. Got it?
Yes, Chef.
Then go
See,
back
Escoffier
and do it
is
again. The
a
customers
different
still
time of
waiting.
strict.
Remember where you went wrong and don't repeat the same mistake twice.
It seems like she's gonna be strict, but she's still like kind about it, and like she has reasonings behind it. Savannah's just a bitch.
Yes, Chef.
Also, that kid sounds significantly older than he looks, and it's hilarious to me.
Excuse us,
Waiting to be served? Sorry, we're pretty busy. I'm afraid you have to join the line.
Oh, no, we're not here to eat.
So you're not paying customers. Then I'm afraid the wait will be even longer.
It's hard to talk to Escoffier when she's in the zone.
Yeah.
Let's take a seat.
No,
We
that
can catch up while we wait.
sounds like a good idea. Let's take a sit down.
Looks like the rush hour is finally over. Is it always this busy here?
These
Bet it's more so
days, yes.
busy now that
I'd say business
yeah.
has tripled since Escoffier joined as temporary head chef.
She didn't want to go back to the Hotel de Boer. I feel like it's less that she didn't want to go back and more that since Savannah was there, she couldn't go back.
Well, in her words, the Hotel de Boer doesn't need her anymore. It doesn't look like she's got any plans to go back.
I guess I'll be heading off then.
Wait. Take these home with you. We can't serve them now, and there's no sense in letting them go to waste.
Tasty.
Oh, thank you, Chef.
For what?
That is a grown
Like
ass
I
man.
said,
I'm
I just
sorry.
don't want them going to waste. Oh, and tell Fiamma to get well soon, so you're not running yourself ragged every single shift.
Firmo. That's the second time we've heard that name.
He's the guy that got sick, Paimon. Pay
He's the
attention.
chef that fell ill from stress. Hilaire is his son. And with Mom stuck at home taking care of Dad, he decided to pick up some work to help pay the bills. Escoffier knows their situation, so she's been making some extra food every day for him to take home.
Aww.
I heard that, Navia. I've told you before, no one's making extra food. Hilaire is making blunders in the kitchen, and I can't serve his failed dishes, so he might as well take them home.
Uh-huh, sure.
Failed dishes that just so happen to be nutritionally complete every
Uh-huh.
single time.
Uh-huh. I love her already.
So, you two must be the world-famous traveler and her companion, Paimon, yes? Is there something I can help you with?
I love her
Hey,
voice.
So you know us already. We'll skip the introduction then. We're here to talk about Savannah.
Since Hilaire is working for you, you must be aware of the situation with Savannah.
Oh, I certainly am. The Spina's headquarters are right next to the tavern. And I've lost count of the number of times Navia's come to pester me about it. But
I love Navia.
I don't work for the
I
hotel
missed her
board
so
anymore,
much.
and being ex-head chef doesn't give me the right to interfere
I
with
missed
that
all
business.
of Fontaine, honestly. Let's be honest.
Besides, I'm
I mean, I
much
never
too
shut
scared
up
of
about
Savannah
it,
to take
so.
the job in the first place.
Oh.
What?
Well,
What?
she was a much gentler person back then. A little timid, even. She wasn't at all confident that she was the right fit for the role.
Mm-hmm. So what
That's
happened?
hard to believe.
What changed?
Are we definitely talking about the same Savannah here?
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either.
At least she's self-aware.
Anyway, suffice to say that given the history between us, it'll be tricky for me to tell her she's doing her job wrong without coming across like a huge hypocrite.
Yeah.
Fiamma and the others probably think that Savannah gets it all from me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Escoffier. Look at this note we got from Monica.
You give Monica's candy wrapper to Escoffier.
She mentioned me.
Whatever shortcomings you feel you have, it looks like Monica still trusts you. As for the others, well, how can you know what they think unless you
Navia
ask
is
them?
right.
Monica.
Plus, it's not like we're asking you to storm in there and raise hell.
I
We're
mean,
only in the initial phase of our investigation. All we're trying to do is get the other chefs to open up to us.
Oh, Monica. Oh, Monica.
Escoffier?
I can't
Girl?
believe her. Powdered sugar is supposed to be applied sparingly. Look at all that on the wrapper. It's thicker than the sole of my shoe. Unbelievable. I won't stand for this. She has to learn.
that
Come on,
that animation is
we're going.
adorable.
Wait, so now she's,
Well, whatever the reason she came up with, at least she convinced herself to go have a conversation.
Let's go catch up to her. We don't want to keep her waiting.
All right, to Hotel de Book. Before we head up there, though, I wanted to check. Oh, he doesn't have any new voice lines. Interesting. I wonder if Nivette has one. Talking about sentencing her. No, just about Navika. Okay. Oh, one more. Fijui. She's the nurse. She does have one. Oh. Okay, Fijui's not voiced. That's fine. I'll read her voice line later. Back to the hotel. Glad there's a teleport waypoint right next to it.
Wait, she looks like...
Oh.
Is that Escoffier?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I messed up your order.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Maybe the taste is a little off, but if you hadn't brought it up, I don't think I would have noticed.
But, please.
Hold on,
you
I'm
have
gonna
to
take a drink
forgive
of
me.
water while this
Chef
is going.
Okay, I know. I'll kneel before you.
What the heck?
Oh dear.
Get up, Monica! Can't you see that you're just making your customer feel more awkward?
Escoffier?
If you want forgiveness, then do what any self-respecting chef would do. Make the dish again. And this time, get it right. You cannot go begging your customers to feel sorry for you.
Savannah said that I'm not allowed back in the kitchen until I've corrected my mistake.
Oh, poor
If I can't
girl.
go back into the kitchen, I can't do the dish over.
That's some backwards logic.
Oh God.
How can you fix your mistake without being allowed to cook? If this is what Fermat had to put up with,
Yeah.
no wonder he had a breakdown.
We apologize for interrupting your meal, sir.
Oh, you didn't miss
It's
much.
fine. With my
We're
layman's palate, it's not like
we're
I can tell the
about
difference anyway.
like
I was
20-ish
actually quite enjoying my
minutes
meal until she
probably
appeared out of nowhere and started apologizing.
into
Afraid, to be
Exofia's
honest.
story quest. We got her. I got her. I think it took me like 70 pulls, but we got her. Yes, we got a few copies of IPA, which was nice. And I failed to her boss like 50 times because it's weird and difficult for some reason. Or maybe my Riosli just isn't built.
Oh, well, it's because Chef Savannah tasted a bit of the leftover soup from my pot and then threw me out of the kitchen.
Oh
Gosh,
no.
that's pretty strict.
God, I'm
Is
gonna
she
kill
always this
Savannah.
way? I don't recall things being like this when Escoffier was
I
head
am
chef
going to
here.
murder Savannah.
I gotta say, you're
That
all
is
looking a little worse for wear these days.
that is something I have decided. I think I'm gonna murder her. This whole quest is bringing back memories of this whole quest is definitely bringing back memories of working food service. Definitely memories. Potentially bad memories, but who knows? I know they're bad memories.
I mean, Escoffier was strict too, but I think the difference is that her criticism was more constructive. So
Mhm.
you knew what you did
Constructive
wrong and how
criticism
to
is
improve.
really important.
We all knew that it came from a good place. Chef Escoffier was hard on us
What
because
Savannah
she
doing is
truly
just being a
wanted us to
bitch.
reach her level. But these days, whenever we make a mistake, we just get told to wake up, get your head in the game, or
Ugh.
just do it again. And it's only gotten worse since working
Yeah,
out
no.
that Chef Escoffier
Yeah,
had started
Savannah gets to
working
be part
again
of the
in the
107
Smith Scoundrel.
suitors in the epic
Monica,
AU. That is
you don't need to call me chef.
that is
I'm not the
truly
boss here anymore.
she's included.
Yeah, but through no fault of your own, what happened back then, that wasn't on you, and all of us know that. That banquet was a huge event.
Oh yeah, we
and
figured
so
out
many
why
staff were involved
Excapier
every
went
step of
to
the
the
way.
Fortress of
With so
Maripede.
many moving
Someone was
parts,
putting
there's
drugs
no way of
in
knowing how that Lumi mean
drugs
ended
in
up
the
in the food
food,
they
and
served.
no one could figure out who. And so Excapier took the fall for it, even though it wasn't her, and she went to the fortress for just a tiny bit, just a little stint in the fortress.
Lumaline? What's that?
A new drug from the Fontaine Research Institute, produced from an extract of the Lumitoile. Apparently it sharpens the senses, so they used it to treat people with impaired responses to stimuli.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. They found out you can use it as a flavor enhancer since it stimulates the taste buds. Makes things pretty addictive.
Oh dear.
They also found that overuse can have mood-altering effects, and even lead to nerve damage. So it quickly ended up on the guard's list of controlled substances.
Yeah, no, that sounds like you're leading to addiction real fast. Chemicals in food. They're putting chemicals in the water that turn the freaking frogs gay.
However,
That's like one of my
food
favorite
products
audios
containing the
ever.
additive had already made it to the market by the time the guards banned it from the restaurant industry.
Everyone knows that in
That's
all likelihood, someone probably just
such a
purchased a batch of
hilarious.
contaminated ingredients by mistake. But you took all the blame. We all know why. You just didn't want to see this turn into a place where tensions are constantly running high. Because everyone's suspicious of each other all the time.
Unfortunately, now tensions are running high because Savannah
A fry
sucks.
chef in the Fleuve Cendre.
What are you trying to say? Sure, the Spina's Tavern is no Hotel de Boer, but come on. It's not that bad, is it?
I was also just about to come to Hotel de Boer's defense. Or not Hotel de Boer, the Fleuve Cendre's defense. Listen, listen, we need, like, people who are fry cooks and everything. Fuck off, girl. Maybe it's because I work a similar job. I did not handle oil, though, luckily. My food service job had no oil. Did have people that made me cry, though. I cried like 3 different times, and that's like full-blown tears. There were baby tears a few other times.
Oh, the Fleuve
People
Cendre,
just
you say?
don't know how to
That's where I'm down from now on.
order their
Monica,
food.
I'm very happy with my current job. And there's no changing the past. We just have to let bygones be bygones.
She's so pretty.
Besides,
Except he is
at
so
the end of the
pretty.
day, I was the
Every
head chef,
Fontaine design is peak.
regardless of whose mistake it was. Ultimately, the responsibility lay with me.
If only Savannah was half the boss you were.
I'm sorry? Do you have
Uh-oh.
a problem with my conduct as head chef?
Actually, I do. And I will fight you. Let's go, girl. Let's go.
No, chef.
So, you do remember who's boss.
I'm gonna hurt
Escoffier?
you.
I thought you'd left this place for good. What are you doing back here?
What happened to you, Savannah? Why are you acting like this? When I turned this place over to you,
You made me the head chef and gave up your right to tell me how to do my job.
Go
You're not
Go-
the boss here anymore.
jump in a
So
hole.
Stop acting like you own the place.
You're being a
Whoa.
bitch.
Sounds like someone has a chip on her shoulder.
Maybe we should go punch her, is what you should say, we mean. Maybe we should give them some space.
Oh, Savannah!
Punch her! Punch her!
My
Punch her!
God,
Punch
you've
her!
grown a temper
Punch
since
her!
I last
Punch
saw
her!
you.
Punch her!
Have
Punch
you
her!
put even half the amount of energy into
Fist fight
improving
behind
your cooking
Arby's.
skills,
Yes.
Or are you still using the Pluie Lotus as an off-brand marcotte, thinking no one can tell the difference?
I mean, I wanted a fist fight, but I'm fine with a verbal murder.
That's
Careful,
none of your business.
careful, Escoffier. We don't want to go back to the Fortress of Meripede for murder. Someone take Savannah out of the kitchen because she's been burned.
What happened to not storming in and raising hell?
No, it's deserved.
Oh, I was not expecting to see something this spicy as soon as Escoffier returned.
I love his voice.
Ho ho! I was not expecting to see something this spicy as soon as Escoffier returned.
It's me doing my bad fake French accents.
Huh? Fanasium?
Okay, that is an even more difficult name than Escoffier.
Aye, miladies. Might I make a humble suggestion? Given that we
An
have ourselves
humble
a tete-a-tete
suggestion.
between chefs at the Hotel de Boer, I dare say it would be de rigueur to settle this the traditional way.
Hey, milady. A humble suggestion. Given that we have ourselves a tete-a-tete. I like that in Fontaine, like 1 in every 50 NPCs just have like the most incredibly strong French accent ever.
The traditional way? That can only mean one thing.
Sounds like we're in for a history lesson.
That's right. I'm talking, of course, about the tradition established by Modeste himself. The cooking contest!
According to legend, the founders of Hotel de Boer, Modeste and Savelli, used this method to
Excuse me.
resolve all of their disputes.
I can't breathe.
Everything from petty arguments over next week's menu to disagreements over the strategic direction of the restaurant.
Oh, that's hilarious. I think we should implement cooking contests into day-to-day life.
The cooking contest would decide who had the final say.
Huh. Sounds like they had a lot of free time on their hands.
Well, it might sound that way to us. But in fact, the cooking contest played an enormous role in motivating chefs to hone their skills, reaching new heights of excellence in the culinary arts.
In the culinary arts. I want this guy to never stop talking.
And indeed, the reintroduction of this institution in recent years has surely been instrumental in transforming the Hotel de Boer into the top-ranking restaurant in Fontaine.
The Hotel de Boer.
And indeed, the reintroduction of this institution in recent years has surely been instrumental in transforming the Hotel de Boer into the top-ranking
Hotel de
restaurant in
Boer.
Fontaine.
Reintroduction? Someone brought it back? Who?
If I had to take a guess.
What say you, Escoffier? Surely you of all people won't back down from this challenge. It was
We've got to
you who
cook a
put the
5-star
rule in
dish.
place, after all.
Fatso, there's your answer, Paimon.
Sure, I reinstated it, but I'm not a chef at Hotel de Boer anymore. Isn't this bending the rules a little?
I see no issue as long as both sides agree to the terms. We could simply treat it as an exhibition of sorts. Savannah, any objections?
Oh my god, I love this guy.
Exhibition. Huh. No. If we're going to battle it out, let's put it all on the line. If I lose, it's up to you what happens to me.
Okay.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
Yeah, that sounds horrific, girl.
But if you lose, you hand over the Codex de Boer to me.
Oh.
What? The Codex de Boer?
The Codex de Boer? What is that? Well, I believe Codex is, like... it's a cook-off to the death.
Only the legendary handbook written by the original head chef Modeste.
Excuse me.
It contains all his secret recipes, including Gâteau de Boer.
Okay, I hear you with the double death sentence, but I propose we triple it into a triple, into a... What is the one for 6? A 6 times over death sentence.
It's the greatest treasure in Fontaine's culinary world. And only the present
Oh my
and
god, they
former
pulled a
head chefs of the Hotel de
5-star!
Boer have the right to read it.
Oh my god, they pulled a 5-star! Which character did you get?
Present and former.
Oh, you got Paimon?
It includes Savannah, though.
What do you want that old thing for? You have your own copy, don't you?
Don't take me for a fool. You know perfectly well what I mean.
Ooh.
I want your copy. The original version. The one you took with you when you left us.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I must be missing something. You know, there's no difference between the original and the copy, right? They contain the exact same recipes.
Death times 10! Yes, death times 10. The loser must be killed 10 times over.
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me? Or are you scared of me getting my hands on the original Codex?
Savannah, you may remember that we gave her the original as a parting gift to thank Escoffier for her years of service.
Years of
Asking for
service.
it back feels a little,
You may remember that we gave the original to her as a parting gift to thank Escoffier for her years of service.
Oh, I'm sure it won't be an issue, as long as both sides agree to the terms. Those were your words, weren't they?
I mean, she makes the point.
And as for the contest itself, let's make it a bake-off. Gâteau de boar, per the recipe in the codex. Well, Escoffier, you against me. Are you in or out?
You sound surprisingly confident. Alright then, let's see how much you've actually grown.
Pick off to the death!
I hope you surprise me, Savannah. I'd hate to find out that all you've learned after this long is how to chew people's heads off.
Believe me, I'll show you.
So I think we should look out for knives. Maybe, and hear me out on this. Maybe we have other people in this contest handle the knives. Yeah, we should cook Savannah meat pies. That sound delicious. Actually, no, they'd be bitter and tasteless.
Are you sure this is a good idea? You accepted her terms a little hastily.
Oh, it'll be fine. Let's head back to the Fleuve Cendres so I can...
Yeah, look, here she is! Here she is! She's so pretty! She's so pretty. She's so pretty. I love her. Down to the first one.
So, this whole bake-off thing kind of came out of nowhere. Was it really sensible to just go along with it?
It should be fine.
Well, I got a sense that she's holding something back. But we chefs always express ourselves in our cooking. So if she won't talk, this might be the best way to find out what's really going on with her.
Holding back? Sure didn't sound that way to Paimon.
Escoffier only picked up on it because she's the same way. Always closed off, never letting you know what she really thinks.
That's patently false, at least where your macarons are concerned.
Yeah, Newblad and Riosli aren't here to watch us murder Savannah. Though, to be fair, considering the way she acts, I think it's like our duty as citizens of Fontaine to murder her.
Okay, that's one case where you can keep your thoughts to yourself.
So, anyways, what's this Codex de Budge she's so obsessed with?
Oh, that? Well, it's not so much a recipe book as a diary of Modeste's adventures.
Ooh.
Back in the day, he and his good friend Zabelli explored far and wide, partly adventuring, partly looking for new ingredients and developing new recipes.
Ooh.
Their creation, for instance, legend has it that the original Gâteau de boar was made using a special secret ingredient that Modeste discovered on one of his adventures.
New ingredients and developing new recipes. Their creations had an enormous influence on the course of Fontaine's cuisine, turning it into a much more vibrant and diverse scene.
So rare was the ingredient that they could never make more than 16 slices of the cake per day. But everyone who tried it
her
knew
design.
it was one of the most
Her design's really
satisfying
pretty. I like her hair and looks really pretty. I don't know.
Sabelli went on to found the original Hotel de Boer, which catapulted them to stardom in Fontaine's culinary world. especially Modeste. He was hailed as a once-in-a-generation genius. And over time, the recipes from his adventure log became known as the Codex de Boer.
Excuse me, sorry. I am once again sick.
Armed with the Codex, the Hotel de Boer took its rightful place as the finest restaurant in the land, serving those recipes for centuries to come. Something like that?
No, not at all.
No, of course not. Cooking is a constantly evolving art form. How could any restaurant survive if they only served food that was popular last century? Anyway,
Fair.
Never mind centuries. Sibeli and Modeste parted ways not even 10 years after their rise to fame.
Oh.
Then, Modeste passed away while he was still in his
Aww.
prime. And that was it. The end of the Hotel de Boer's heyday. It fell into decline, and for most of its history, it was just a nondescript place with a couple of cheap tables. It's only in recent decades that it started recovering. Even then, it still took numerous relocations and changes of management before we finally ended up with Vanigem and the restaurant we have today.
Yeah, you know, I haven't watched the Great British Bake Off in a few, but I don't remember all this stuff about codexes on it. Maybe I just missed a season.
Oh! So the Codex really isn't all that, then. Paimon figured it was like one of those mystical books they have in Liwe's martial arts novels, where the main character learns all their secret powers from.
Yes, well, that's fiction, and this is reality. You can't meet the tastes of modern diners by following some ancient recipes from a dusty old book.
Case in point.
Tell that to all the people
Even
who like
Gâteau
eating
de
vintage
Boer you sell
recipes.
now is actually Escoffier's reimagination.
Wait, really? Why, though? Didn't that recipe make it into the Codex?
It did, but like I said, it's the dusty old book now, and the records aren't as legible as they once were. Not to mention that there's no way of finding the secret ingredient Modeste wrote about. So, reimagination.
Okay, wait.
I consulted some historical records and took what I could from the Codex. But ultimately, the Gâteau de Boer of today is my own recipe.
Okay. So when the founding of Hotel de Boer happened, it would have been an even more ancient Fontaine. Now hear me out on this. The secret ingredient, though, to that cake might have just been a very specific drug that I don't know if I can say on YouTube because they might get really upset. It might just have been made using a very specific white powdery substance that starts with a C. That very well could have been the secret ingredient.
As for why we gave it the same name and kept the tradition of only selling 16 slices a day, well, you've got Vanigem's business sense to thank for that.
That's fair.
Oh. Huh. Well, that kind of takes all the mystique out of it.
The first letter is C.
Hey now, it might not be the original Gâteau de Boer, but it's still the most delicious cake in Fontaine today. And who knows? Maybe Escoffier's version is more suited to your palate. Just think.
I'll eat any
if
cake.
The original truly was the perfect cake you're imagining it to be. There's no way the recipe would have been lost to history, right? Not to mention that the Hotel de Boer never would have fallen into a slump.
Anyway, before I left my role as head chef, I made a copy of all the recipes from the Codex, including my own improved versions, and turned them over to Savannah.
So then why is Savannah's problem? What is her problem? Because, like, what is her problem? If she has all the recipes in the way Escoffier made them.
So why is she so interested in the original copy? Could it be a symbolic thing? Like, whoever holds the original Codex de Boer is the true head chef?
Well, it was clearly precious enough to give to Escoffier as a parting gift. Meanwhile, Savannah only got a copy. Maybe from
Yeah, that
her
must not
point
feel
of view,
great.
it's like management doesn't truly see her as being worthy of the role.
You think so? The only thing is, it was her suggestion to
Huh.
give me the original in the first place. Well, a joint decision by her and Venegem. But still.
Huh.
What? Huh. Guess she's had a major change of
What
heart since she became head
happened?
chef. Yeesh.
Who knows?
Yeah,
We
someone
could
put a
speculate
ladle
forever.
somewhere the sun
Let's
don't
just let our
shine.
Gato do the talking.
What does that mean exactly?
It means besting her in this bake-off, and then getting her to explain herself, even if I have to beat it out of her with a spatula.
You know what? You go, girl.
However much she's changed since we worked together, I believe that she still has her chef's pride. And if she respects the art, she'll respect the outcome of our contest.
Well, I'm confident that you and your spatula can get justice for Froment.
Oh
All
my
you
god.
need to do now is
What
win
is
the contest.
happening with the wall over
That should be a
there?
breeze for you.
Oh no. Someone's having a rave in that corner of the Flusandra, and I'd like to join.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Gâteau de bourg is very complicated to make. Usually, it takes 3 chefs working in tandem to cover everything. Now, if I had to push it, I could probably do the work of 3 chefs myself. But I'd prefer to play it
I'll
safe
help.
if I can find a couple of
I've helped.
assistants in time.
I love baking.
Well, that's easy. The 3 of us are veterans in the kitchen. You just need to pick 2 of us.
Well, I have heard the Traveler is an accomplished cook, as well as a warrior. But be warned.
Oh,
I
Savannah
will
definitely
hold you to
cheats.
exceptionally high standards. Think you're up to the task?
I see in no way that Savannah doesn't at least attempt to cheat or sabotage. Also, I love baking. I don't bake a lot because my brain is weird and silly. But I do love baking, and I'd consider myself a competent banker. I'm not a banker. I would consider myself a competent baker. I come from a family that does a lot of baking. I've been baking since I was itty bitty small, and I love baking. I mostly love the outcome of having sweets. Bring it on!
Count me in too. I've spent weeks perfecting my macarons after your scathing review. Even if it means competing against the Traveler, so be it. I'll show you what I'm made of.
No, I want to work with Navia. She's my partner.
Confident. I like it. Alright, let's start with some elementary mise en place. Show me your knife skills.
You're giving me a knife? Okay, so once Escoffier hands me the knife, I'm bolting up to Hotel de Boz. Ooh. Okay, show Escoffier your knife skills. Use normal attacks to cut the fruit. It seems she will collect the slices and process them into some sublime substance.
I've always called it chopping stuff up, not mise en place. But
Okay.
it's basically the same thing,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Oh, Navia.
Okay.
The difference in your
Okay.
case is that mise
Okay.
en place is chopping
Wait.
stuff up
Wait.
without sending juices flying all over the kitchen.
Okay. Okay. Ha! 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 Oh, okay. Ha! I was
Looks
doing
like you found that
good.
easier than I expected.
Let me cut more.
Yeah, thankfully it was pretty straightforward in the end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruits or something.
Well, brace yourself, because the next step is anything but straightforward. I'll be using this cold press to extract flavor compounds from the ingredients.
What's a cold press?
A kind of special food processor I got the Fontaine Research Institute to make for me.
Ooh.
It uses cold temperature extraction to isolate the essence of cooking ingredients, which can then be used to flavor dishes more precisely.
I'm glad to be back in a nation where the science and inventing makes sense.
But this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment, so that probably didn't make a whole lot of sense. Let me give you a demonstration instead.
Yes. Demonstrate. Ooh, okay. Display your mastery with the cold press. Tap your elemental skill To accelerate the cold press's progress, then use normal attacks to let it do its work. Seems like the special substance extracted from the plants might come in handy
Custom-made
here.
equipment from the Fontaine
Okay.
Research Institute, huh? That's some pretty high-tech food prep. I've never used anything this weird before. Cool.
And done. These are the flavor compounds extracted from our ingredients. I've processed all the fruit you chopped up earlier.
Nice.
Wow! Even the smell is so much more concentrated. What next? Do we add all this stuff in?
Okay, maybe Natlin shouldn't be bad, and then I won't throw shade at it. Maybe if my shade wasn't justified, I'd stop throwing shade. But from where I'm sitting, my shade seems pretty justified.
Absolutely not! Throwing everything in at once will ruin the balance of flavors. We have to go slowly and carefully to calibrate the exact flavor we want.
Okay.
I'll demonstrate again.
Ooh.
Now, watch closely.
Yes, this is actually really fun. So simple, but oh. Okay. Learn at Escoffier's feet and master her precision cooking. The flavorings you got from her multifunctional food processor can adjust the flavor profile of the dish. Strike a balance between fruity flavors and floral flavors to adjust said flavor profile and make a delicious dish.
Slowly and carefully.
Okay.
Not a drop too much and not a drop too little.
Okay, balance the flavors. Okay. So let's add 5 floral and then 1 apple. That's so smart. I'm excited to get to a part where the game doesn't give me that for free. Drop my Farina flush on the floor. Hold on.
Now it's your turn.
Okay. I picked her up. Yes. Let me do more. That was fun. I like, aww. I like things
Not
like that.
terrible, considering this was everyone's first time blending
I did
flavor
great.
extracts.
Be nice
Could
to
have been worse. But the traveler's work was surprisingly good. Are you sure you've never done this before? You got almost perfect results on your first try.
Oh, thank you. Thanks to my excellent teacher.
That goes without saying. Still, credit where
Hi, kitty
credit's
cat.
due. You did well. Alright, now for the part I've been looking forward to. I want each of you to cook something from the Hotel du Bois' current menu. I'll judge your submissions and give you a final score.
Final score?
That's right. The true test of your cooking skills is the finished product. It'll be good practice for the contest itself. Now get to it. Chop chop!
Let's go. Oh, hi, kitty. Hi, sweetheart. What are you doing? What's going on?
How's it going? Have you picked a dish yet? Choose wisely. I expect you to present the most
Kitty cat.
delicious thing on the menu.
What are you doing? Sorry, my cat is being insane. Okay, oh, I mean, we gotta do come soon. We've just gotta. Because it won't let me do Farina's kit. So, I could present the stale bread, but I'm not going to. I've made you come soon. I wish we got to cook it, though. Like, with the
grace of a snow-winged goose, as I like to say.
I wish we got to do the mini game. Tell me I do good.
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or anything, but Paimon's a bit of a connoisseur when it comes to la food.
Paimon, no! Not you too!
6 points.
Ooh.
What?
Hi, kitty cat.
Well, fair
Oh,
enough.
careful.
As long as it's a pass.
That's 6 out of 100.
Ooh.
clear from this dish that you have far more experience consuming food than creating it.
Well, I mean, that's not a lie.
By that logic, I suppose you think listening to Lady Farina on repeat every day would make you an opera singer.
She mentioned Farina, my girl. No, I'm seriously considering shipping Farina and Escoffier. Oh, Farina, Paimon's heart broke.
Me next, me next. I'll have you know that this batch of macarons has 2 whole tablespoons
Okay.
less sugar than my previous ones.
Okay, wait. I've legitimately cooked macarons before. Multiple times. They're finicky as fuck. How much extra sugar is she putting in and still getting them to stand up?
So you went from 12 tablespoons to 10? Well, it's nice to know you actually measured it out. Because it tastes like you just threw in whatever was left in the jar. 6 points.
Farina gets to chill. Girl gets to take a nap. Farina gets a nap.
Aww.
Yikes.
Now
Harsh
to the
judge.
final dish.
So, what do you think?
This is our last hope.
8 points.
Ooh.
Darn. That's barely higher than what we got.
But I got higher than everyone else.
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation. I have
Farina
to give this
deserves
one
naps.
8 points out of 10. Maybe even 9 points.
I did good.
How did you pull that off?
I cook. It's all the practice from cooking for you, Paimon.
Don't get me wrong. There's room for improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can tell that you've put many hours of work into honing your skills in the kitchen.
I did good.
I can really taste the grace of the snow-winged goose in this dish. The traveler's journey, with all its trials, tribulations, and setbacks. Not to mention the frustrations of having a picky eater for a partner.
Paimon is the opposite of a picky eater. Paimon will eat slime.
Hey, you made that last part up! No way did you taste that!
Well, it looks like I lost fair and square. I guess you'll be taking the Traveler as one of your assistants then?
But if it takes 3 chefs, that still leaves 1 slot remaining. Maybe Paimon and Navia should keep practicing and see how it goes?
I mean, I don't think we have that much time.
Chef Escoffier.
We're not bringing the 50-year-old child.
Oh, it's Hilaire. What brings you here?
I refuse to bring the 50-year-old child.
I heard the news about the cooking contest. You're doing Gâteau de Bourg, right? I was just wondering if you needed any help.
Kitty, what's going on? Can we lay down?
And you think you're up to the task, do you?
Oh, cheese can definitely taste like nuts. I haven't eaten like legitimate cheese in I want to say 7 years, potentially 8. I haven't eaten actual cheese in a while, but no, some cheese can actually taste nutty. It's weird. No, food is crazy. Kitty, don't rub against the microphone.
Oh, no, I know I'm not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
Oh, okay, we'll bring along the 50-year-old child's father.
Firma, last I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
Chef Escoffier, Navia, Traveler, thank you all so much for everything you're doing for me and my family. I've had enough.
No,
of
go
sitting
sleep.
around at home
No, you
while
need
you
sleep.
run yourselves ragged. If
Oh,
you let
Kitty.
me, I'd like to help you win this cooking contest.
Are you sure you're up to the task, Fremen?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Don't you worry. I'll be fine. I'm feeling much better now. I'm sorry.
I don't believe
I know
that.
I've been rather useless these past
No,
few days.
dude!
But not anymore.
Go
The
sleep!
fact is,
You're sick!
I'm a fine chef, despite recent
You literally
events.
collapsed
I've
from
proven myself
exhaustion!
in the Hotel de Bourg kitchen. So if anyone's qualified to work under Chef Escoffier, it's me. I think. I mean, I hope so.
Firma, have you
Hi,
even
kitty
set
cat.
foot in a kitchen since leaving Hotel de Bourg?
I have not. But I'm fully rested now. I know I can handle it. I'll prove it. Let me whip something up for you right now.
Hi, kitty cat. What are you doing? You're being crazy. Leave the microphone alone. Leave the microphone alone, please. If we could go one stream without my cat attacking my microphone.
That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
Because you're still sick, my dude! No, I'm so afraid this guy is gonna straight up die in front of me.
What do you call this, Vermal?
Dude, he has literal PTSD from
Can't
Savannah!
seem to grip my knife.
Do it again! Again! Again!
Savannah straight up traumatized this man.
Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen yesterday.
So, Fremen can join Farina in therapy. What the fuck? Kitty, I'm gonna keep holding you if you keep attacking my microphone. Oh, he's having a straight up panic attack. Okay.
Dad, what's wrong?
I don't understand. I was feeling so much better. And
You
then
have literal, like, trauma from this.
Will I never be able to work in a kitchen again?
Dad, talk to me. What happened?
He's straight up traumatized.
I think the real issue here is not physical exhaustion, but psychological trauma.
Oh, hello.
Monica, when
Hi,
did you
Monica.
get here?
I think, okay, so since Newslet can undoom people from the judgment of Celestia, can he redoom Savannah specifically? Like, she's a literal monster. I don't know. Maybe this one's hitting me, like, harder because I've had similar experience working in food service, or because she's, like, a much more real villain than, like, Dugier was. But, dude, she's so evil.
Probably because you were all concentrating so hard on your cooking. I didn't want to interrupt your flow. But anyway, Firma, I'm so sorry. If only I'd known how serious your situation was, I would have stood up for you sooner.
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of redoing every order, you were the only person who
Newslet,
looked
I
out
need
for
you
me.
to kill this bitch.
Oh, come on. All I did was make you some tea. I doubt it was much help.
No, that's so
Savannah was
nice.
so ruthless toward you.
Savannah's
I probably
horrible.
should have brought you something stronger.
She sounds like the worst.
We should kill Savannah.
All right, another Savannah horror story. Let's hear it.
She's been getting
Let's
harsher
murder
and
her.
harsher on us ever since she heard about Escoffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like no matter what we make, she'll find something wrong with it.
What is this? It looks like a dog's been at it. In the trash now.
Girl, check your eyes.
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
Do it again, do it again,
I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm like
Every
grabbing all
time
my
you remake
plushies.
it, you just get another earful from her.
How is the Hotel de Bourg still in the business?
So now, it seems like just picking up a kitchen utensil gives me flashbacks of her yelling at me.
Good boy. Good baby.
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
Oh, dude, she straight up
How can you give
traumatized
up
this
so
man.
easily, Fiamma? You weren't a quitter when you were working for me. And even under Savannah, you talk about working late into the night trying to perfect your dishes. That says to me that you still hadn't lost that determination to prove yourself. What changed?
You've got
I don't
PTSD?
know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier as the shift went on. Each time I had to redo a dish, my heart sank a little further.
Oh.
Maybe Savannah was right. Maybe I am just hopeless at
No,
this.
no, don't say that.
I see. Well, it sounds like there are some deep issues at work here. Ones that won't be resolved by merely seeking compensation. I will
Can
do
we
this contest,
still
and after that,
take
I
Savannah
encourage you
to
to
the
approach
opera
Savannah and
to
talk
like?
this out.
Can we still try Savannah, please? Yeah, no, like, okay, listen, if everybody isn't up to your standards, like, if there's no one who's up to your standards, perhaps, and hear me out on this, you should maybe lower your standards. I'm all for having high standards for yourself and others. I have ridiculously high standards for myself. But, like, if nobody, even yourself, can't reach those standards, you gotta take a step back and, like, examine if these standards are even achievable by anyone.
But what if you can't find another assistant in time? Clearly, I'm in no state to help out.
Monica, maybe?
You think being one person short will ruin my chances? Let's not forget, I taught you and her everything you know. Even if I had to go it alone, I would present the perfect gâteau.
Oh, well, Paimon and Nadia will still keep practicing, just in case.
And so will I.
Yeah, and if worse comes to worse, we can always
Monica,
get
speak
Christina
up, girl.
to put out an emergency call for chefs. There's gotta be someone out there, right?
Actually, I thought maybe I could help. That's
Yes!
sort of why I'm here.
Yes!
Why didn't you say so?
She was
I
trying.
was going to, but then, well, this is the first chance I got.
You do this for us? Thank you so much, Monica.
Alright, fine by me. But aren't you still working for Savannah? Joining the other side seems like a guaranteed way to put your future employment in jeopardy.
No, I got fired.
I know, but it's all right. I've made up my
Oh.
mind. With the way things are, I can't keep working for Savannah much longer anyway. Unless I want to become the next Fermat.
Yeah. Oh, poor guy.
I'm done with sucking it up. It's time to try and turn things around. If this cooking contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways, then I'm sure she'll forgive me for this.
You're right. I hope you're right.
Paimon didn't think we'd be poaching from Savannah's staff to get our third person, but there you go. Anyway, Monica's a professional chef, so nothing could possibly go wrong now.
Cut to
Great.
something
Then
going
it's
wrong.
settled. And to congratulate you all on making the team, I propose a Spina
Ooh, I
sponsored
love
meal
free
to
meal.
celebrate.
Spina sponsored? Wait, you mean I'm
No.
cooking?
Well, I promised the traveler a feast in the Fleuve Cendre.
Hey,
And I
don't
know
pull
how
me
much
into
you've
this,
been looking
Navi.
forward to it.
Yeah! Feast, feast, feast!
I can help. It'll be good
Alright,
practice for the
if you
contest.
insist, then prepare for some of the finest food of your lives.
I love her mechanical tail. Escoffier treats everyone to its Oh, this art is gorgeous. Hold on, I'm taking a screenshot. Ah. Escoffier opted for a huge variety of dishes. Thankfully, both of us are skilled enough that even though it was our first time working together, we had great rapport.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Wait, hold on. You need to finesse that further.
She dished out plenty of praise and taught me an awful lot, too. The time seemed to fly by. Aww.
That was a dream come true. Paimon never knew Fontainian cuisine could be this good.
Oh, I bet knew. Check on Escoffier. Oh, Navia.
I wish I could eat that all over
Guys,
again.
Navia died.
It's not often that Escoffier goes all out like this. And it's all because of you, Traveler.
Let's talk to the 50-year-old child.
Wow. I don't know if I'll ever be able to cook as good as that.
Alright. And then...
So, this is what Chef Escoffier is truly capable of.
Oh, the terrifying fish heads are here. Where is Escoffier? Where is she? Hold on, wait. Am I super blind? Wait, where is she? Oh, there she is. One moment. Before we check on Escoffier, I need to go refill my water bottle because it is almost empty. I shall be right back. There we go. Right, T. I have returned. Okay. What is it? Oh, that's right. I got Escoffier. Anifa. I'm gonna keep Marianne though.
Know of any new orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the.
Oh my god. To Escoffier. Hello.
Why, Savannah? Why?
What are you up to?
Oh, nothing. I was just flicking through the original Codex de Boer. I
Ooh.
wanted to see if there was anything I'm missing. Something I hadn't noticed before. That might explain why Savannah's so desperate to get her hands on it. But I can't find anything.
Hmm.
It's just some hastily scribbled recipes in between diary entries from Modeste's adventuring phase. And most of it's not even legible anymore. The
Hmm.
copy I gave her not only has all the recipes in full, but even includes my own private tips and notes from years of experience. Surely that's infinitely more useful than this old thing.
For her, it's probably not about how useful it is, and more of an issue of head chef's pride. I don't think so. I I wonder if so. Escoffier copied down all the recipes, but I wonder if she didn't copy down all the diary entries, and Savannah thinks there's something in the diary entries.
Yeah, maybe. Still, it's just hard for me to imagine that the Savannah I knew would go to all this effort just to make a point.
Were you two
We
friends?
were. At least I always thought we were.
I wonder if
She
Savannah's the
was
one
a
that put the
little
drugs in the
shy,
food.
but meticulous with everything and everyone she dealt with. She made a few mistakes here and there, but she was quick to correct them whenever they were pointed out. And she was always striving to improve as a chef.
Hmm.
Those qualities are why I recommended her to replace me as head chef. I never imagined for 1 second that she'd cause Fiamma and the other staff so much grief.
It sounds like you feel partly responsible.
Well, I mean to an extent, of course. I pushed hard for her to get the role. And the idea that she turned out like this because of me is difficult to come to terms with.
Hmm.
I wonder if this is how Modeste felt back when he was writing the Codex.
Speaking of Modeste, didn't he have a falling out with someone as well?
Yes, with his good friend and co-founder of the Hotel de Boer, Savelli. The story goes that after Modeste unveiled his Gâteau de Boer and was hailed as a culinary genius, he was admired and adored by all. But his newfound fame slowly drove him and Savelli apart.
I wonder if that's kind of what
Every new
happened with
creation was an instant hit.
Savannah and
Savelli seemed to
Escoffier.
face setbacks every chance.
Savannah feels like she's still
Doors
stuck
that
in
would
the
swing
in
wide open for
Escoffier's
Modeste
spotlight.
would shut in Savelli's face. And with Modeste being whisked off to all manner of functions by his celebrity friends, he had less and less time to discuss the culinary arts with Savelli. People started
Oh.
gossiping about Savelli, and their relationship between the two gradually soured.
So what ultimately happened to them?
Everything came to an abrupt end when Modeste, still in the prime of his life and still hailed as a genius, suddenly died from
Oh
recent
dear.
illness. And that was it. They neither had a decisive split, nor got the chance to properly reconcile. Their story just
Oh.
came to an end. One rumor had it that Savelli actually killed Modeste out of jealousy,
Oh.
even as the latter was hoping to make amends.
Is it true?
Unlikely. It's a popular theory, but there's no real basis for it. At least there are no records of Savelli ever being convicted of a crime. Still, beyond a point, there's no way of knowing what truly happened in the past. All we can do is try to make sure the present doesn't quite go as badly. And that's why I have to win this contest tomorrow. Then get the truth about everything that's been going on, even if it means cracking her open like a nut.
With me on the team, there's no way we can lose. With you on the team, there's no way we can lose.
You're right about that. Just follow my lead and victory will be ours.
Ooh. Okay. Roasted by flames. Wait until 12 the next day. Oh, I'm so excited to do more cooking. Okay. Let's head to the hotel. It's cooking day!
Did you hear the news? Escoffier's coming back for a cooking contest.
Wait, seriously? Escoffier in a cooking contest? Now that I've got to see.
I don't get it. Why would anyone in their right mind challenge her to a cooking contest?
Okay, remember our foolproof backup plan is we stab her.
Mesdames et messieurs, welcome one and all to the
I
Hotel
forgot
de
about
Bord
this
and
guy's
to this
voice.
most exciting of cooking contests.
The most
Savannah,
exciting of
I brought the
cooking
original
contests.
copy of the codex you asked for.
Monica?
In the interests of fairness, this contest will be conducted in a double-blind
In the
format.
interest of
Once
fun
the dishes are complete, they will
fanness.
be sent to the back of the kitchen where they'll each receive a label. The labels will be placed out of sight underneath the plates, only to be revealed after the judges have sampled them and reached a final verdict. This is to ensure that no one will know which dish is made by which contestant.
Okay, so what's gonna happen is Escoffier's dish is gonna be given Savannah's dish's label, and Savannah's dish is gonna be given Escoffier dish's label. And it's gonna be like, we can tell because Escoffier used this sauce and Savannah didn't, or whatever.
As one of the judges, I promise to be fair and impartial.
Ooh, I like her voice too.
When my meal got interrupted yesterday, I never thought this is how they'd make it up to me. Getting a seat on the judging panel is a pretty sweet deal.
Oh,
Most
good for
contestants have
you.
taken their positions. Then, without further ado,
Without
the
further ado,
Hotel de Bord cooking contest commence.
alright. Let's kill some bitches. Complete the objective by using the minimum amount of flavorings to achieve. Oh, I didn't read all that. Okay. Yep. Okay.
Monica, Traveler, it's go time. Let's do
All right.
this.
Okay.
Alphonse, Gaspar, get to work. Do not disappoint me.
Oh. Okay.
Looks like our two head chefs are raring to go.
Okay.
With an oven on full blast.
Okay,
This competition is quickly heating up.
Off to the freezer. That should be enough flavoring. Now hurry up and balance the flavors.
Okay. Okay. So we need more. Ooh. Okay. Ooh.
Stay calm, Escoffier. There has to be a way to balance the flavors. Just think.
Uh-oh. We got it. Finished the first tier. Flavor balancing complete. Oh, this is a big ass cake.
Come on, Traveler!
Oh, I want to eat this cake now. Let me see Savannah's cake. Let me judge. Let me be judgy. Okay, next layer of cake. Let's go. Okay. Oh, okay.
balance of flavors is about right. But the quantity is too low.
Okay, at least 2 servings of fruity flavors. So this, and then that. There we go. Yay! Oh, this is fun. Oh, that cake looks tasty.
What do you think?
That dude's me. Okay, last layer of cake. Let's do this. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We need a lot of fruit for this. Okay, we need 8. Okay, wait, but now we need...
Escoffier is already on the final step of the recipe. Let's check on Savannah's progress.
I think this flavor profile is still a little bit off.
These 2 to make 5. And that one to balance it out again. Yes! Flavor balancing complete.
You can't match Escoffier's talent.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that dude's me. Oh. Oh, Savannah, are you struggling? Are you struggling, Savannah?
Gâteau de Bourg.
Oh, that's incredible. Me want me that cake. Me wants to eat that cake. Oh. See why it's Serena's favorite. Me wants.
I was just exercising caution. I had to make sure everything was perfect.
Did I mess up? Did I take too long? Did I use too much
Time's
flavoring?
up. Contestants, please take your dishes to the back.
Yeah, here's where we get screwed.
Huh. That guy was right. You really can't tell whose is whose just by looking at them.
We both made the same dish after all. For all her flaws, Savannah's a talented chef who earned my recommendation for good reason. She wouldn't screw up something as elementary as the cake's appearance.
Whoa! This is really rather good.
Wonderfully soft and fluffy. Beautifully sweet. This is a masterclass in how to make Gâteau de Bourg.
Oh god, I'm so stressed.
I would
Girl,
give
that could be
this
your
one
cake.
at least 9.9 out of 10. Only because there's something about the flavor of the base. It's just a little different from the recipe
Ooh.
I'm used to.
Huh? Really? I couldn't tell.
Okay, so that was Savannah's, maybe.
All right.
I don't know, I'm
on
so
to
stressed.
Gâteau number 2. I haven't had
Gâteau
a
de
single
number
bite and
2.
already this aroma is a delight
Oh
to the
god, I'm
senses.
so stressed.
I have a feeling that this gâteau will be a gâteau for the ages.
Oh,
Exciting! I'm gonna dig in.
oh, I'm so stressed.
I think maybe someone got a little carried away when they were adding the sugar.
Not just the sugar, it's the flavors too. This is all over the place.
Oh god,
made
oh
this?
god, I'm so stressed. I'm so
It
stressed.
appears the decision is unanimous.
Oh god, I'm so
This gâteau
stressed.
is far below the standard we would expect.
I'm so stressed. No, I don't want to know.
And Paimon thought this might actually be close. Turns out she can't bake to save her life.
She spent half the time just berating her staff.
Something's not right here. Savannah may not be perfect, but
No way is she this sloppy.
Oh, I'm so
I
stressed.
can now declare that the creator of the first gâteau has won this cooking contest.
Oh, it's
Now,
gonna be Savannah's name.
all
I'm
that
so stressed.
remains
Oh, I
is
hate this
to
so
turn
much.
the
I hate
plate
this so
over
much.
and reveal the chef's name underneath.
What? It's Savannah?
No, that's impossible.
Something got switched. I know it. Oh, I'm so stressed. I hate this. I hate this.
Savannah, you cheated, didn't you? You cheater! What did you do? Oh, you swapped the plates, didn't you?
Well, someone's a sore loser. These cakes went from the oven to the judge's table without me ever laying a
We
finger
swapped the.
on them.
Yeah, I'm
And
so
everyone
stressed.
here can attest to that.
I'm so
It was
stressed.
Vanejem's staff who labeled them in the kitchen. If you're looking to accuse someone, why don't you start with them? Isn't it more likely that Escoffier's lost her edge? Oh, or maybe her assistants let the
I'm so
team down.
stressed. I hate this.
You take that back!
Judges, we demand a rematch.
That's enough. What's done is done. As head chef, or rather as team lead, I take responsibility for the dish I served. Whatever went wrong and however it happened, I should.
Ooh, there's an underwater part of this
Savannah,
quest?
I didn't think you'd stoop this low just to beat me in a bake-off. What happened to your chef's pride?
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you want the Codex de Boer that much, you can have it.
Escoffier, no!
But you must promise me that you'll apologize to Firma and compensate him for everything you put him through.
It's a little late to be negotiating terms. The contest is over, and I won. That means you owe me the Codex, and I owe you nothing.
Look, Savannah, you may have fooled everyone else, but can you really fool yourself? What I'm offering is to accept defeat without looking to expose what you've done. But only on
Oh,
the
she set
condition that you
Monica up to
promise
sabotage
stop
us,
putting
didn't
so much
she?
pressure on your staff.
Fine. I'll treat this as your final handover of duties from one head chef to the next. So, will that be all, ex-head chef? Or is there any other unfinished business you'd like to leave in my hands?
I didn't mean that to be a scolding from your former boss, just a word of advice from a fellow chef and a friend. But I don't know if you're even open to input from other people anymore.
I know what I'm doing. I don't need your advice.
All right, fine. I'm glad to hear it.
Escoffier!
The Codex de Boer! Finally. Now, at long last, I will
Girl.
succeed.
Sit the fuck down.
How could you let her get away with this?
Yeah! The Codex is a souvenir of your time here! Doesn't that mean anything to you?
It's all right. It was just a bake-off, not the end of the world. I'm already over it. Besides, it's
Aw.
not all bad. She agreed to compensate Firma. That's mission accomplished for the Spina. Honestly,
Mhm.
if I'd have known that giving her the Codex would solve everything, I'd have just done that in the first place. I mean, why bother with a whole cooking contest? It's such a waste of time and energy.
Escoffier. Privately, I'm sure she's devastated, but what's done's done.
No. No! This doesn't make any sense!
Huh?
That's it? No secrets. No nothing? I don't believe it. This can't be happening.
Oh.
Chef Savannah!
Savannah?
I mean, I was hoping for her
It's
to
nothing
die.
life-threatening. Just a lot of pent-up stress and exhaustion.
Oh no, poor
I
Savannah.
knew it.
Pent up stress?
The
Poor
truth is,
Savannah.
However hard she might be on the rest of us, the person she puts the most pressure on is herself.
Oh no.
Yes,
I
there are
feel
nights when she
so
makes us
bad
redo
for
things
her.
over and over into the wee hours.
Oh
And for
no,
her,
the
it's every
abusive
night.
boss is
She'll
abusive
hide
to
herself away in the
herself.
kitchen, working on new
I
techniques and
feel so
recipes, and
bad.
only realize how long she's been at it when we
Oh
come to work
no.
the following morning.
But why?
Oh no,
Why
I
would she do
feel
that?
so
Our
bad.
best guess is she doesn't want to be seen as less of a chef than Escoffier.
Oh
And
no,
there it
I
is.
feel so sorry
Even
for
so,
her.
that's no excuse for taking her anger out on the rest of you.
Yeah, and it's definitely no excuse for cheating in the cooking contest.
Huh, about that, we honestly have no idea how she did it. We were focused on our own work the whole time, like she asked.
Leone and Algalia were the ones I tasked with labeling the cakes. I've already spoken to them both. They're at a loss to explain it too.
Not to worry. Come on, join me downstairs. I'll interrogate the guilty gâteau myself.
I think it's gonna be that Monica was tasked with sabotaging us. Interrogate the cake.
Well, how is it? Have you figured out what it was?
Oh, this is aggravated assault on my palate. I'd rather eat wet cement than this.
Is it really that bad? I made sure to taste test it before it was served.
Oh, relax. This isn't your cake. Savannah never switched the plates.
Huh.
The offending flavors are coming from in between the icing and the cake base, which means someone tampered with it while it was being made.
It was.
Or in other words, we have a traitor in our midst.
Oh, I called it. No. Girl,
I'm
why?
sorry. I was forced into it. It was Chef Savannah. She said if I didn't cooperate, she would...
Oh no.
Calm down, Monica. I've already accepted defeat. And if I wanted retribution, I would have brought this up when the results were announced. Whatever's going on with you, just spill the beans. There's no need to hide it.
I was the one who caused the food safety incident that one time.
Food safety? Wait, you mean the Lumaline incident? So you procured the contaminated ingredients?
I think so. Savannah and I were on procurement that day. I didn't check everything as well as I should have, and so I let contaminated ingredients make it into the kitchen. But I
No.
swear I didn't do it on purpose. I had no idea there was an issue with them, and I didn't know it would end up with Escoffier going to jail. But the last thing I expected was for Savannah to use it as leverage to blackmail me with...
Oh god.
This is crazy. So Savannah pressured you into sabotaging Escoffier's cake by threatening to expose your secret if you didn't?
I know, it's terrible. I'm so sorry. I was so scared. The thought of Chef Escoffier finding out that I put her in jail, it made me freeze up with fear. I thought Escoffier would hate my guts if she ever found out, and yet somehow that's ended up in me doing something even worse.
Oh no. Girl.
Seriously? All this fuss over a little slip up?
Huh?
Firstly, it's not like I got a life sentence. I did my stint at the fortress and now I'm out. And secondly, I had my own reasons for leaving the Hotel de Boer. This wasn't the only factor. So you don't need to feel ashamed or frightened or anything like that. Any more than you need
What?
to add butter when you're pan-searing foie gras.
You mean... you forgive me?
Oh, well, I'm not saying you don't have to take responsibility for your mistakes. You should tell Vanagem to mark down your performance for the past few months. Then do some digging and find out exactly where those contaminated ingredients came from. Sure, you've made mistakes, but now's the time to fix them. Understood?
Understood.
Good. Now, back to Savannah. What about the original codex would come...
I have my suspicions. Not... happened to me?
Fainted.
I've overheard some customers murmuring about how the Hotel de Boer hasn't been the same since Escoffier left. They think our menu doesn't taste like it used to, especially our signature items.
You mean the good
Now
double?
that you mention it, I noticed it during the contest too. I couldn't put my finger on it, but the flavor seems subtly different from how it used to be. But the difference was so small, I'm sure no one would notice it besides our most loyal customers and true dessert connoisseurs.
Still, as head chef, it's easy to see why Savannah would get so hung up on it. So many times I've seen her make the cake base over and over again, late into the night, determined to match Escoffier's version. But something's always slightly off every time.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Never really gave it much thought, though.
Thinking back on it now, it's clear that Savannah's been in a downward spiral ever since Escoffier
I'm
left.
so curious who this guy's
She
voice
wants to
actor
prove that
is.
she can fill
He
Escoffier's
sounds
shoes.
familiar.
That's gotta be the reason. But after countless setbacks, she's getting more and more unhinged. And at some point along the way, she switched from doubting
Escoffier? For what?
She thought the codex from Escoffier was a fake.
Yeah, it would explain why she was bent on getting the original at any cost. She must have thought Escoffier purposely omitted key details from her recipes when she copied them out. Also, she could retain her place as the #1 chef in Fontaine, the only one privy to all the secrets of the trade.
Oh, for goodness sake. What a stupid idea.
Of course. Then she finally got the codex only to discover that the secret recipes she's been pining for don't exist at all. Seeing how utterly wrong she was must have been a real shock to the system. It probably brought up everything at once. It overwhelmed her, and she passed out.
There's still one thing that doesn't make sense, though. If Savannah had the real recipe all along, how come it tasted different? She might not be on the same level as Escoffier, but surely after like 50 attempts, she'd
Yeah,
get
no,
right
that's
one of those
confusing.
times.
You'd think so, but geniuses like a...
She's keeping the true recipe to
New head
herself.
chef, you say? What's her name? I don't think I've heard of her before.
I wonder, can the Hotel de Boer keep its edge without Escoffier at the helm?
I still don't feel bad for her.
Different from last time. Is it undercooked or something?
Your hands in the codex no matter what it takes.
Take this. It's a copy of the Codex de Boer. From now on, you will be its keeper. Don't listen to the doubters. If I say you can do it, then you can do it. Even if you don't believe in yourself, at least believe in me. Hey, did you hear me? Once I'm gone, the restaurant is all yours.
So you let the Lumini into the kitchen.
All this time, I've been blaming other people, but
what?
I'm
really? No. No, that couldn't be it at all. No, what?
I sincerely apologize for
Really?
putting everyone out. Savannah's awake now, but I don't think she's ready to speak to anyone yet.
I'm not ready to speak to her
Let's
either,
give
so
her
that's
the day
fine.
to calm down.
In that case, I'll go and update Vermont and his family.
So, we'll come back tomorrow then.
Sure, let's go.
That was a long day.
Oh, nice! Macarons? Or are you gonna switch it up this time?
What is it,
Traveler,
Escoffier?
how much do you know about the snow-winged goose?
A little, I
Every year
guess?
they migrate long distances in search of a suitable home. There's always one goose at the front whose job is to lead the flock. Fontaine poets often use the image of that goose to explore the ideas about leadership and genius. They usually imagine someone who's a cut above the rest, a model of
Mm-hmm.
perfection. But what those poets don't know is that during a migration, the lead goose is always changing. Once the
Yeah.
lead goose shows signs of fatigue, it retreats to the back of the flock. So the truth is that leadership, with all the responsibilities and pressures that come with it, it's something that everyone takes turns at. But we humans completely miss that fact when we project our own ideas about social hierarchies onto them.
Is this about you and Savannah?
I guess what I'm saying is, I don't buy into this notion that there's some sort of gulf between normal and genius. Cooking is a science, not magic. Given the same ingredients, same recipe, and same environment, of course, some people have a more sensitive palate than others, and some people are just born bolder or more conscientious. But these are all variables that can be accounted for with time and practice. I'd have no reason to expect so much from others if I believed that perfection can only come from the hands of a genius. The only reason I hold people to high standards is because, well, I believe they're capable of greatness.
Well, that's a great thing to believe in.
Okay, I've made up my mind. And come tomorrow, I'll give her the scolding of her life, pointing out all the mistakes she's made along the way. Then she'll finally see the error of her ways.
All right. Okay. I've frosted Endgame. Wait until the following day at 5. Okay. Go to the Hotel de Book and look for Escoffier.
Why are we here so early? Our meeting with Vanigem isn't for a while.
I wanted to check on Escoffier.
On her? Why? What happened? Oh no.
Maybe something with the fruit?
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Just need to get some more coffee in me.
You really did pull an all-nighter then.
Huh? What happened to my coffee? Did I really drink it all?
Let me get you a fresh one.
Right. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Well, there's cooking facilities here. Or we could just grab a cup of coffee from Cafe Lutece, but either way, hurry!
Coffee.
Here, this will probably be the best for you.
Strong, bitter coffee beans, transformed through expert brewing and balanced perfectly with rich, creamy steam milk. I feel much better now. Thank you so much, Traveler in Paimon.
Of course.
Glad to hear it. But make sure to catch up on your sleep.
How'd the investigation go?
I think I figured out where the problem lies. Honestly, it's ridiculous. I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Wait, what investigation? What are you guys talking about?
I'll save it for when everyone else gets here. It's so stupidly small, I can't believe it's caused so much drama.
And yet, look at this kitchen.
Yes, except my failures were stepping stones to success.
Escoffier, have you seen Savannah?
Huh? No, not since yesterday. Why? What's wrong?
After seeing her home yesterday, we were all a little concerned about how she was doing. So, I dropped by her place early this morning to check on her. Only to find an empty house with the doors wide open. I left Alphonse and the others to keep watch at her home, while I checked the Hotel de Bord. I'm worried something bad might have happened.
Uh-oh.
If she's not here...
Boss, Escoffier!
Alphonse? You're supposed to be keeping watch at Savannah's house.
We were, but then, just after you left, we found this stuff in her house.
Oh, looks like a map with a bunch of random places circled.
Wait a second. This feels familiar. Of course, from the Codex. They're all places that Modeste
The
explored on his
founder of
adventures.
Hotel de Bolt?
Yeah, but I don't understand. The adventure logs in the Codex are too
The Codex de Bord? Then This place marked in red out at sea.
Seriously? So now she set her sights on finding the original recipe and beating Escoffier that way?
Ugh, idiot! Does she have a death wish?
Hold on. There's more. Besides the map, we also found these letters.
Huh. Who
It
sent
was
them?
you. You let the Lumaline through, didn't it? Sounds like a threat letter. Does this mean that...
Retrieve the codex by any means necessary.
Sorry, I'm getting a little sleepy, but I know I'm close to the end. So I'm skipping through some of the dialogue a little bit.
She's keeping the troop.
Ugh, this is all such a mess. Paimon needs a second to prop. First, we thought that Savannah forced Monica to cheat in the cooking contest. But now, it turns out that someone else forced
So did Savannah blackmail Monica? Or is it the other way around? Meanwhile, somewhere deep beneath the sea.
You're finally here. Of course. I should have put two and two together as soon as I read your threat letter. Even the suggestion that Escoffier was keeping secrets from me. It was all part of your grand plan.
I still don't feel bad for her, really. Shouldn't have been a dick. Yeah, we're over 2 hours into the stream. I can say the D word.
Of all the stupid things she's done, this really takes the cake. The moment we find her, I'm gonna curse the living daylights out of her.
Yes! Let Escoffier say fuck. Years ago. Okay. Okay. You have to be close to the end, and then I can go to bed. Alright. Let's do this. Ooh, this place is so pretty. I wish it was like a permanent explorable area. Excuse me.
Whoa, this place looks like an underwater restaurant, doesn't it? Suddenly, the idea of an adventure chef finding secret ingredients makes a whole lot.
I think Modest's codex mentioned this place. A public bath from the time of Remoria.
Ooh.
So yeah, definitely the kind of place that would have served food and drinks.
Oh, blubber bees!
Huh? Some blubber bees have come to join the party?
Aww.
Aw, they ran off!
Yep, they're not used to seeing humans.
That could be easier said than done. Something's blocking the end.
Well, did Modeste mention it in his adventure?
Good point.
We prepared a banquet for our shy little guests, and as the food flowed away on the current, they broke into a joyous chorus.
Okay.
We have to feed the blubber bees? With what? There's nothing here. See, this is why you should always bring snacks. You never know when you're gonna need them. Now we have.
There is no time for that. Romaritime flowers and Lumitoile will have to do. They may not look appetizing.
Wait, we're seriously gonna try this?
Why not, Paimon? Not Paimon. I'm being a little annoyed at you in this quest. Okay. Alright. So we need 4. Alright, we need one that has 2. Oh, hurry up, girl.
Blubber beasts or not, are we
Trust me, they'll love it.
More potentially, how do we actually feed it to them?
question? If we try to put them in the pool, we'll probably just...
Yes, we can't afford to wait for them to double back. What was it?
Okay. Okay.
Wow, it's really singing! It must taste better than Paimon thought!
The tracks turned back again. Suck.
Nice. So. Ah, excuse me.
Hey, it's open!
Oh, there's a chest. Hold on.
Hey, give me your water.
Here.
I said your water, the one you just drank out of?
Sure.
All those years slaving away under Escoffier, and then you. Today, it's finally paying off. Not only have I found the ruin that Savelli kept hidden, but I also get to boss you around like my little lapdog. Hey, go scout ahead for me. If we need to do any more blast tunneling, I want to know where to lay the explosives. Did you not hear me? Get going.
Why don't you do it yourself?
Oh, when did you learn to fight back? You're always so compliant when I give you instructions by letter.
That's because you threatened to expose me for the Lumiline incident. I swear, if I'd known what you were planning, I'd never have...
Ha! Don't be so self-righteous. Admit it, you've always been jealous of Escoffier. That's why you lapped up everything I told you. You were terrified of her finding out about your part in the Lumiline incident, and you resented the way her reputation hung over you. So you jumped at the chance to convince yourself that she was the villain, that she deliberately hid her secret recipes from you just to hold you back. It was the only excuse you needed to justify getting back at her. First, idolization, then jealousy, suspicion, and self-deception. That's what this comes down to. It was the same story with Savelli and my ancestor. He offered Modeste his friendship only to murder him out of vanity. He promised to explore the world with him, only to later destroy all records of their adventures. It's a miracle I even found this place. You have no idea the countless hours I spent piecing it all together. So you see, you're no better than Savelli. If you can't beat him, betray him, right?
I am no Savelli, nor will I ever be.
Oh, put a lid on it. You really think you can absolve yourself of your vindictive and jealous behavior now? Just because you finally realize that Escoffier never kept any secrets from you? You didn't show any remorse when she left, or in the cooking contest. Why start now? You have no right to redemption.
You're right. I don't deserve her forgiveness. But I am done being bullied into submission by you!
Not enjoying this twist.
Feisty. But you should watch your tone. Talking to me like that could get you in big trouble.
I somehow doubt that. Since...
What?
Ever since I
Oh
learned the
no.
truth, I've been biding my time, waiting for this moment. You've played me like a fiddle for so long!
But you drank it too!
It's what we both deserve. This is the price we must pay for betraying Escoffier. You'll die here with me, Monica!
You.
What's so...
Oh, you're too much. I thought I'd play along for a bit just to amuse myself. You gave a very rousing performance. I saw your dumb plan a mile off. There's no poison in these bottles, just clean, fresh water.
No.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, you know? You're a lousy chef, and you make a lousy villain, too.
Everything I ever did was a failure. And now, I failed again, for the last time.
Hey, why don't you try your hand at being a comedian in your next life? You got a good laugh out of me. You should have just done like I asked, Savannah. All I wanted you to do was scout the ruins for me. But you had your chance, and now it's time to say goodbye.
Stop right there!
Let her go, Monica! We've got you surrounded!
No, please don't stab her. I'd feel so
Looks like I have to
bad.
keep you around for a little longer.
You can't!
Stay back if you want her alive! Escoffier and the Traveler. I can't take you both on in combat, but if you so much as flinch, I can end Savannah's...
Monica, what are you hoping to achieve by this? You're about to commit murder, and for what? A recipe?
A recipe? You chefs are all blinded by your myopic focus on kitchen affairs. Modeste had a secret. The truth behind his so-called genius, the je ne sais quoi factor in his Gâteau de Bourg, and it's right here in these ruins.
Are you serious? You're here because of a Gâteau de Bourg obsession?
I couldn't care less about the cake itself. No, the real treasure is the secret ingredient that Modeste sourced from these ruins. He and Savelli were fools. A priceless treasure of Remoria, and we're talking about a powerful stimulant that also sharpens the senses. That's no cooking ingredient. That's right, I've done my research. It was a drug that Remoria developed for their war machine.
Will you listen to yourself? You're completely delusional.
My eyes are wide open. Just wait till I get my hands on...
Wait, what's that sound?
Just when I thought she couldn't get any crazier. She's lucky the whole place didn't collapse.
Seems like she escaped in the commotion. Let's find another route and go after her.
Savannah's gone too!
Monica must have taken her. Oh, what a coward. She's only taken her hostage.
At least
because
Savannah's safe for now.
Even if she finds the treasure, she'll need Savannah alive if she wants.
Oh, well, our path's been blocked, so let's look for another route. The water looks pretty deep here. Maybe it leads somewhere. They were probably awakened by the explosion just then.
Alright, Knife Skills 101. Time for some rough chopping.
Another door? Guess we need to prepare another feast for our guests.
Okay. So let me do this quickly so I can go to sleep.
Adaptive frosting.
Woo. I know I found like a little disappointed at anything. I am admittedly having fun. This is the best quest we've had in Genshin in a hot minute. It's just it is late and I am a itty bitty sleepy. And I am not exactly the kindest person when I'm tired. I can get fairly bitchy when I'm sleepy. And also, I'm just not a fan of this plot twist. Okay, I guess we're going that way. I am not a fan of this plot twist. I really wish the, like, plot twist was
It seems to really like the
Savannah being, like, a descendant of, Savali. And, like, because of that, she had a copy of Savali's notebook. And it had notes about the secret ingredient they used for their it had notes about the secret ingredient they used for the cake, but it didn't say where it could be found or anything. So they needed her hands on the other notebook. Or something like that. I would have far enjoyed that twist. Or that wouldn't really be a twist, but like I would have far enjoyed that plot over Monica randomly being the villain when there was like quite literally nothing leading up to that in the first place. Like if one of the shots of like, because there's all the shots in the kitchen where she's like looking sad. If one of those shots had her like grinning, I would have liked that, but then it wouldn't have been like a twist villain type thing. I'm just not a fan of out of nowhere twist villains.
I never knew you could process Lumitwol like that.
Alright, I've got to jot this down.
But
Limitoles and maritime flowers. This could open the
admittedly,
door
it
to a
is
whole
like
new world.
a really good quest. It's just I am a oh, hold on. Wait, something's happening. Wait, hold on. Something's my chat's not loading, but I see things changing on the little preview in OBS. Let's hold on. It disconnected my chat for a second. Okay, that's fun. Okay.
An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the flavor.
That's strange. These don't look Romorian to me. More like last century Fontaine.
They don't look that worn either.
Last century Fontaine, huh?
By the looks of it, this was a one-person camp. They adventured together, but maybe one of them came back
Let's
alone
rummage
at the end
around.
of the date. Huh, you really think so?
Trust our adventurer's instincts. We're pros at this stuff.
Well, I'm a pro at least.
Okay, well, the traveler has more adventuring experience overall, but Paimon's definitely a pro.
Bingo, found it.
Just about to show off her rummaging skills.
Huh, no kidding. Are all adventurers so obsessed with journaling? I mean, I guess I take a lot of notes when I'm cooking as
Anyway, let's find out who was here.
I really don't care. I want to go to bed.
It's been years since I've last visited these ruins. It's exactly the way I remember it. Sadly, up above, on dry land, everything. The treasure of Remoria. That's what we used to call it. Modeste was right about its potential. It turned Gâteau de Bourg into a national sensation. Our limited stock of the substance meant that the gâteau could only be produced on a small scale. But this only drove up the popularity all the more. He was praised as a genius, while I, as the one person who'd ever disagreed with him, was labeled a talentless fool. Modeste tried his best to console me, but I knew better than anyone just how our conversations grew scarce, and we saw less and less of each other. I didn't fight it. He had new friends and a career of his own. I told myself that maybe one day, when I finally created a masterpiece of my own, I'd be able to face him without shame. Or maybe one day, when I've put these feelings of self-loathing behind me, I'd be able to ask him with a smile on my face, how about we go on one more adventure, for old time's sake? Unfortunately, that day will never come.
So it was Savelli. From the sounds of it.
I always thought it was just a legend. But if it's true, then this must be the place where they found their secret ingredient.
In that case, what does that say about the death of Modeste? If it's all true...
Let's keep reading.
The taste of Gâteau de Bourg has changed. Modeste was convinced of this, even though everyone swore they couldn't tell. Being the perfectionist that he was, he refused to accept even the slightest flaw in his work. He stopped all sales of the product. But as he baked and taste tested over and over again, he found he only strayed further and further from the original taste. It was only when he was sipping on coffee one day and realized he could not taste the bitterness that the truth finally dawned on him. What had changed was not the gâteau, but his sense of taste.
Oh.
The treasure of Remoria stimulates the senses, taste included, and invigorates the spirit. In the short term, it offers people the ultimate gourmet experience, but in the long term, it dulls their senses entirely. In hindsight, it made perfect sense. After all, why would a culture that sought liberation from the constraints of their bodies care for the loss of their senses? Over the course of his many culinary experiments, Modeste exhausted the remaining supply of the treasure of Remoria. The finest culinary talent of his generation now faced a future in which he would never be able to taste anything ever again. Finally, in despair, he took his own life. And because we had become estranged, I cannot be there to stop him, to offer some words of comfort. or even to say goodbye.
Mhm.
Yet despite everything, he sent me his final letter.
The treasure of Remoria? Guess Monica was really onto something.
So, Modeste chose to end his own life. Then, while the room also, neither the Codex nor any other contemporary records make any mention of the treasure of Memoria.
Probably Savali.
Almost as if someone deliberately erased it from history.
Modeste told me everything in his final letter. His was a tale of how even a genius could fail. Did he hope I would gain some personal catharsis from knowing the truth? Or maybe he wished for me to warn the public about the dangers of Gateau de Bourg. But if the public ever learned how Modeste's greatest triumph became his undoing, his fall from grace would be swift and merciless. 1 minute a genius, the next a joke. What would be his legacy then? How would future generations view everything we built together? I fear the scorn I have faced these last years would pale in comparison to the scorn shown to him by the history books. I cannot let that come to pass. I will do what I must to protect his name. It may lead his family to suspect me of having a hand in his demise. But if that's the price of destroying all evidence of my crimes, then so be it. I would rather the world believe a tale of genius and jealousy than see his reputation in tatters. The final loose end is the evidence here, at the bottom of the sea.
I know. You've got to stop Monica.
What's wrong? Didn't we say
So we thought, but if Monica finds out what happened to the treasure...
Okay, let's hurry.
The treasure of Remoria. I have found you at last. Savelli, you tried your best to bury the truth, but you underestimated the children of Modeste. But I have to thank you too, Savannah. Without your help retrieving the Codex, and with it the last piece of the puzzle, I may never have found this place. But now, finally, the secret to Remoria's military might is within my grasp. The treasure of Remoria is mine! Oh, it's empty. It's empty?
Monica? Oh, we were seconds to...
Escoffier? What's...
Savelli's final act! He wanted to conceal the secret of the treasure forevermore and so he came here after his friend's death and destroyed every last shred that remained.
This can't be happening. All the years I spent piecing together the truth. All my painstaking planning. All that for an empty jar?
I wouldn't
Don't do anything stupid.
do that.
This ruin is more dangerous than you realize.
Oh, shut your pie hole!
Uh-oh.
To Lord Remus. You barbarian shall be slain.
She's a nutcase! A liability to herself and everyone else. Well, now it's up to us to clean up the mess she's made.
Oh, shit.
Golems out! A little emotion.
Well, I got a piece of cake at least.
Why is this place still shaking?
Maybe because of the fighting?
Either way, it's all her fault. Enough chit-chat. Let's get out of here, Traveler Escoffier, come on!
Okay, I'm coming.
Oh, no you don't. If I can't get what I want, neither will any of you. I've got nothing to show for my life's work so far. But if I can take another so-called genius down with me in my final moment, then it was all worth it.
You're a psycho!
I This does not redeem her to me.
Savannah? When did you... I may be a lousy chef, but it looks like I'm not a complete waste of space.
Hey, we need to get out of here.
Traveler? Okay, let's go!
I think I picked up 3 chests in Escoffier's domain. I believe there were 2 exquisite and 1 common, and then there's usually, the big gold ones at the end. Also, yes, English VAs! Everyone in the story so far has been voiced, which is incredible.
Savannah!
Traveler! And Paimon!
Venejem! What are you all doing here?
What did you expect us to do? Stay at the restaurant and sit on our merry derrieres? While the Traveler and Escoffier were out here risking their lives?
We had to do something. Even though that something ended up being, well, waiting for you here instead.
I don't deserve any of you.
I do not feel bad.
And I certainly don't
is that a
deserve
time
to be
trial
your
I haven't
head
done?
chef. It was my fault Escoffier had to leave. Then I couldn't live up to her standards. I acted like a tyrant in the kitchen.
Yeah, I think it's 1 common, 2 precious, 2 exquisite, 1 precious.
Come back, Escoffier.
I think I checked fairly thoroughly for the comment for chests,
Everything I
but
said
I
to you the
didn't
day I
notice
left,
any.
It just went in one ear and out the other?
Huh? Sorry, I was kinda in my own head at the time.
Forget it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I didn't leave this job because of you. And you're not nearly as awful as If you were that bad, why would all your staff show up here for you?
They showed up here for us. They quite
right.
literally stated that.
Sure, you nitpick our work and get us to do things over a lot. But when it comes down to it, you're
No,
the one
she
who's
literally...
always doing whatever it takes to make sure the
She
customers
literally...
get served on time, every time.
She literally caused trauma so bad that Finian can't even pick up a knife. Finian can't even pick up a knife. That doesn't just get excused by, no, you were just doing your best.
Things were pretty rough after Escoffier left.
No.
Savannah's the only reason we've been able to make it through.
Savannah's been impeding your...
Our customers know that Escoffier doesn't work for us anymore. But the fact is, they keep coming back. If that's not an endorsement of your work, I don't know what is.
If it wasn't nearly 1 in the morning, I would scream.
And we all make mistakes. All we can do is recognize where we get it.
No, I get what you're saying, but what I did to Fermont and to Escoffier, it's unforgivable.
Exactly.
Well, about that, there's someone else here to
No.
see you, Chef.
It's been a while.
I'm gonna...
Fermont? I'm so sorry.
If it wasn't 1 in the morning, I would scream.
And the way I stubbornly refused to go and see you after you fell ill. There's no excuse.
Can we not act...
I'm too late, aren't I? The damage is done. I heard that you can't even hold a kitchen knife anymore.
Actually, I think I'm going to be just fine.
Huh?
We thought Firmin's problem was purely psychological in nature. But after the threat letter came to light, it got Firmin thinking. And then he remembered the tea that Monica used to give him every night.
I don't like this.
And
I don't like this ending.
She was lacing it with Lumaline the whole time.
No way! Doesn't that cause nerve damage?
It can. High doses pose a risk of serious nervous and sensory complications. But if you calculate the dosage carefully, you can control the extent of its effects.
I don't like
A
this.
small dose might simply make a person more emotional, whether that mean more fragile or more hot-tempered.
No wonder it seemed like you'd lost your edge.
I asked my friends at the Fontaine Research Institute about it. They said that with the low dose I was taking, the risks are pretty small. They also fixed me up with some meds and said
You're
I should
already
recover in
sounding
no
more
time.
confident.
Well, that's what happens when you give someone a little bit of hope to cling on to. There's more.
You mean she poisoned me too?
I don't like this twist.
So that's why Savannah's been so irritable this whole time.
Let's not be too quick to blame everything on the Lumiline. That stuff can only amplify what's already there. So you better make sure you reflect on your behavior and apologize to every single person you've wronged.
I will. I'm sorry. There's still one question that's really bugging me. Why is it just... I mean...
It's because the heating element in your oven is broken, you silly goose.
What?
I felt like
That's
something
it.
was off during the cooking contest. Once I got around to checking all the equipment, I noticed it right away. There was a half-degree. All the ovens in the whole kitchen had the same problem, which confused me at the time, but by this point, I would have figured it out the day of the bake-off, since the issue affected both our teams. But
No. I spent so long trying to find out where I was going wrong, and then you It all comes back to one simple, undeniable truth. You're...
Oh, cut it out! Stop the woe is me act for a second and just think. I came up with this recipe. You don't think that might have something to do with it? Do you know how long I spent perfecting my gâteau de bois? 3 years! 3! And you've been head chef now for what? 6 months? If that? A couple hundred failed attempts, and you're gonna throw in the kitchen towel and declare you'll never be successful because you're not a genius. You clearly have no idea how many kitchen failures I've had under my belt, or just how long it took me to finally get my recipe to a level I was satisfied with. Genius or not, everyone makes mistakes. Modeste did, Savelli did. You're only a lousy chef if you don't face up to your mistakes. Learn from them, and then keep chipping away until you crack the problem once and for all. Surely you haven't forgotten all that. You were no lousy chef back when I handed you the reins.
I haven't forgotten. And I'll make sure I never do.
That's our head chef.
Ha! Sounds like we won't need another changing of the guard in the Hotel
No,
de Bord kitchen
no,
anytime
no,
soon.
no,
Huzzah!
no. Do not let Savannah continue being the head chef.
Ending to a crazy journey. Look how happy everyone is.
So you got your mojo back now?
I've worked for people who should not be in management positions. Savannah, even if she wasn't actually evil, should not be in a management position.
Yeah. Thanks to you, Escoffier.
Aw, friends again. So nice to see them finally settle their beef.
So now that's out of the way. It's time for payback. You cheated in our last bake-off, and I demand a rematch right now.
But that was mostly Monica's fault, wasn't it?
I'm gonna scream.
And also, does it have to be right now? Savannah's only just got her mojo back, and you barely escaped from a death trap.
No excuses. This is a cooking contest between 2 top chefs, and nothing will stand in its way. So grab your spatula and get ready, because this rematch is happening today, right now, this instant.
Hey, so, this whole time you were salty about losing?
She lost because the other person cheated. I'd be salty too.
This time, no more games, and no holding back.
This cutscene is really cool. I'm still upset though. Ooh.
I feel like I don't have the right to be here.
Hey, what are you so afraid of? You can't unbake it now. And if you don't serve it, then good or bad, you'll never find out how to improve. If you're too scared to fail, you'll never know what real success tastes like. So?
Embrace your failure. Taste it. Digest it. That's the way to success.
I don't know. Sounds like it's easier said than done.
I'll do it.
The results are in! A landslide victory for Escoffier!
Yay!
Quite rightly, too. Piece of cake.
The tail seems very happy with the results.
Oh yeah, look at that! Savannah looks pretty chipper too, considering she lost.
You did that for Savannah's sake.
Now, where were we? Yes. Do you have any more questions for me after
What are
everything
your
that's
future
happened?
plans?
I thought Navia would have filled you in. And actually, I said all this to Savannah before. I had two reasons for leaving. One was the food safety incident, of course. But the other was that the Hotel de Boer had reached a point, so I decided to step down and look for...
Improve how?
Well, a while back, I got to know a fellow chef from Niue. She has that same adventurous spirit that Modeste and Sibeli had in their youth. Slime mucus. There's a whole world of new flavors out there waiting to be Case in point, remember those Romaritime flowers down in the ruins? I use them.
What?
Half of the art of cooking is dissecting the recipes of previous chefs and figuring out the exact, and the other half, it lies in freeing yourself from the confines of the kitchen.
Uh-oh. Paimon's suddenly not sure she wants to try your
Well,
cooking anymore.
I'm not always down to be your food taste tester.
Don't worry, it's not going to be a free-for-all like in Modeste's time. Before I put anything in the meantime, take this. It's a recipe for Petit Gâteau de Boer.
All right!
Oh, of course. I've already promised Vanishem that I'll come back every once in a while to make sure the quality
Good luck
of the
to
food
Savannah,
remains-
I guess.
You know, Paimon's still a... Surely Monica wouldn't have gotten drawn in so deeply if she practically dedicated her life to finding the lost
Sold her
pieces
soul
of
for a
Modeste's
dream, then had a
Since you
rude
mentioned the
awakening.
treasure, between Modeste's writings and what we saw in those rooms, the so-called treasure of Remoria was most likely a substance that the Remorians...
So then...
Don't forget, it was a very different era. We could barely even refine sugar back then. And as for the Lumiline, it may well have been somewhat valuable in ancient times. Even if Savelli hadn't destroyed it all, I doubt it.
So after all that, there was nothing strange to say about Paimon. Almost feel sorry for Monica.
She got exactly what she deserved.
Huh? You just got back from that underwater ruin, right? Well, check, did you see anything like this down there? Freshly unearthed from the... Experts say it has immense artistic and
Wait! Isn't that the jar they used?
If only it was still in one piece. Some butterfly...
Ugh. Not my favorite Fontaine story quest. I haven't done Emily's yet, but it could potentially be my least favorite, actually. I can't remember the others too well right now, but it could be my least favorite. I enjoyed it for the most part, but ugh, the ending was like exhausting. Like, I don't like the twist with Monica being the villain and Savannah being manipulated into all of that because it wasn't foreshadowed like at all. All right, though. I am like exhausted and it's late. I'm gonna wrap for tonight. Tomorrow will be beginning the new Archon quest, and then Thursday will be